it's Sparage taking the shot, scores! What a move! What a goal! How about that? His way to the net, scores! Oh my goodness!
Yeah, this is NOJHL game day. Welcome inside our league studio, everybody. I'm Alex Bastiavansky. Puck drop is just minutes away, but I've got to get you caught up on all the latest from the league first, so let's go.
And comes Lucas Caulfield to help. Force a backhand pass to Caulfield. Lucas scores! Captain opens it up, 1-0. 6 minutes into this game.
Just got on the ice, went to the right spot.
The Eagles draw first blood in the matchup we've been looking forward to. Two of the league's hottest teams, toe-to-toe. It lived up to expectations. Take us through it, Joey Nolan.
Back to MacArthur. Man on the wing, right side. Leo shoots, it's in front, and they score!
Yeah, you can see it coming.
The center ice. Lowell steps up, he has it. He'll shoot one!
Oh.
Lucas Lowell! 2 goals in a matter of 3 minutes. The stop turn over to Leo. Leo will make the move around a man. Leo will step up. Leo will shoot! And he'll make it 3-1. Leo now with 2 points. McClellan will step in here. He'll move up. He'll make a nice move again. McClellan shoots! Same move, same goal for the Rock. In a matter of 5 minutes, the Rock have scored 4 goals here on the road against the Sioux Eagles.
So 4-1 Timmins at the end of one. Cue the Sioux comeback in the second, though.
Here we go, 3-on-1 here.
14. Here comes Poyat. Poyat will
There it
shoot, score! 3-on-1 chance. Poyat takes it himself. Nice setup for Fredericks. Better save by the netminder. Now Fisher will shoot one and score over the glove. Gary Fisher makes it 4-3 on the power play. Leaves it for Schweitzer, back up top to Fisher. Shoots that one in. Nice pass.
There it
Shoots
is.
and scores. What a setup by Fisher. Spot to cash in the equalizer. Caulfield has it now for Ben. Scores. 5-4. What a setup to Ben. Poyat is second of the night.
What a beauty, passing all around. Beautiful, beautiful goal.
Their first lead since the first period. They've scored 4 in a row.
One of the best games of the year so far. The Eagles come all the way back to win it 5-4. What a game between two of the league's best. Not nearly as dramatic between the Cubs and Vikings, but still a good one. The home side hits first.
Buster pass there, glove down by Elliott Lake. They gain the blue line. Bertrand gets through one man. Good shot and a goal! Dubwell, excuse me, I thought it was Bertrand, but Dubwell deets through the defenseman.
So the Vikings draw first blood. Late in the frame, though, Nolan Newton gets abused on the breakaway. So a penalty shot is called. Newton makes no mistake, and it was tied at the break. In the second, Lucas Signoretti gets the puck on his stick, which is usually a bad thing for the opposition. He snipes it home to make it 2-1 Cubs. 4 minutes later, Lucas is denied on the first chance, but the Robin to his Batman, Samuel Osidaway, knocks it home for the 2-goal advantage. It would finish as a 2-goal advantage for the Cubs. They take it 5-3. Alumni news for you. Andrew Gibson, who was part of that Sioux Thunderbirds championship team in 2021-22, has been named to Team Canada for the upcoming World Junior Championships. Way to go, Andrew. He is having a great season with the Sioux Greyhounds and is a draft pick of the Detroit Red Wings. On tap for tonight, busy Saturday night, 4 games for you. The Gold Miners in Blind River to take on the Beavers. French River will tangle with the Voodoos. Timmins in the Sioux to face the Thunderbirds. And the Lumberjacks will take on the Iroquois Falls Storm. Let's start there. Hearst, Iroquois Falls. Hearst 2-1 against the Storm this season. They beat Kirkland Lake 8-5 out last time out on Saturday, and they are hot, having won 5 straight contests at the moment. Storm beat the Espanola Paper Kings last time out 7-6 last Saturday, and they have won 3 of their last 5 contests. Kirkland Lake in Blind River to face the Beavers. The Beavers looking good at the moment. They won 5-3 over the T-Birds on Sunday last time out, and they have now won 3 straight contests. While the Miners, they did lose 5-4 to Timmins on Sunday. They kept it close, though, the entire way, but they are currently mired in a brutal 11-game losing streak. French River taking on the Powassan Voodoos. The Voodoos 2-0 this season against The Rapids, they last won 3-2 against them October 25th. Powassan beat Espanola 4-2 last time out on Sunday. They are currently on a 3-game winning streak, while the Rapids lost 8-4 to Sudbury in their last game on Thursday, and they have currently lost 5 straight games, so looking to get it going against the Voodoos. Timmins and the Sioux Thunderbirds, head-to-head this season, they've each won one game. The Rock took it 4-2 last time they faced off on October 21st. Yes, Timmins lost last night to the Sioux Eagles, but they have still won 8 of their last 10 contests, while the Thunderbirds are 2-3 over their last 5 games. Last time out, they lost 7-2 to the Sioux Eagles on Wednesday. Primetime player from last night, it was Benjamin Pouliot of the Sioux Eagles, who spurred that huge comeback against their rivals, the Timmins Rock, to get the Eagles the victory. 4 points on the night, 2 goals, 2 assists in that win over the Rock. And your play of the day brought to you by BrokerLink, auto, home, and business insurance. BrokerLink, life is confusing, your insurance shouldn't be. And Graham Gee gets it. Although in the losing effort against the Sioux Eagles, he came up with the save of the night.
Clark will turn around and shoot one right back in. Oh yeah, in front for Fortune!
What a
Big
save.
save by Gee!
Unreal. What a save. Come out of there.
Oh, that would have been a big goal for the Sioux Eagles, and he said no.
And just a reminder that to stay up to date on everything that's going on in the NOJHL all throughout the season, be sure to check out the league's official social media outlets. Now it's off to the rink for puck drop. Enjoy the game, everybody.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items, or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
The Goalie Resiliency Podcast, hosted by Chris Dawson and Dr. Rob Graham. With player interviews new and old, goalie insights, and everything you need to know about being a netminder, this is the podcast to check out. You can subscribe at youtube.com/goalieresiliency or instagram.com/goalie_resiliency.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome inside the Powassan Sportsplex for another Powassan Voodoos hockey game as they welcome in the French River Rapids. I'm Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined by Brad Brooks as we're going to take you through all 60 minutes and maybe more. We never know with hockey these days of hockey. Brad, it's always good to have you in and around the Voodoos and having you on air. So what are we expecting in this one?
Psyched to be back here with you, Courtney. It seems like every time I do a Voodoos game, it's against the French River Rapids. Luck of the draw, it seems to be French River. Every time I see the ice here in Powassan, but I'm excited for this one.
On the bright side, you should be well familiar with the Rapids then.
Yeah, well, I like to think so anyway.
So, these two teams are going in different directions, though. The Voodoos are on a 3-game winning streak, while the Rapids are on a 5-game losing streak coming into this contest. So, you know the Rapids are going to want to right the ship here before Christmas, and the Voodoos are going to want to keep on trucking. And as I joked with General Manager Chris Dawson the other day, I said maybe the Christmas break is coming at the wrong time.
Yeah, it could be, but the Voodoos and the Rapids, they actually, as often as they play, they just met last Saturday as well in Noelville. Voodoos pulled out a 5-1 win there, so Caden DeBroy looking to, add to his prolific point total so far this year. 2 goals and an assist last game against these Rapids, so hopefully he's got more in store for us tonight.
The Voodoos currently sit with 29 points, are in 6th place in the NOJHL standings, whereas the Rapids are fighting for their playoff lives already at this point with 19 points. They sit at 10th. The Voodoos, we talk about the record against the Rapids this year. They scored a 3-1 record against the Rapids. Last year, they had an 11-0-0-1 record, with the only setback being a shootout loss in a game in which some guy named Mike McIver, Cash Money,
Who's that?
Never heard of him. started and was pulled in favor of Dan DiRoccolo. So it's kind of funny when you see how good Mike has been with the battalion this year and last year during the playoffs, that his couple of starts in the NOJHL weren't that great. So it's kind of funny to think about.
Well, it's kind of interesting to see how quickly things can change for you, right? If you just put in the work, and McIver seems to be doing just that.
Speaking of, first stars are just finding him, and that's Voodoos forward Caleb Dawson. He has 4 points in his last 3 games and has been named the first star in 2 of the Voodoos' past 3 games. Dawson is finding his offense with 4 goals, 10 assists, playing alongside his former U18 Trappers line mate and captain, Justin Russo. So that's good news for the Voodoos as they get more healthy here as well.
They've also got a new face joining the lineup here tonight. Daniel Viscu makes his Voodoos debut. He came over to trade with the Pembroke Lumber Kings of the CCHL. He only had a goal in 15 games with the Lumber Kings this year, but last year, 23 goals, 29 assists, 52 points in 47 games with the Sheridan Hawks of the NA3HL in the U.S. last season. I'm kind of excited to see maybe they change of pace, change of scenery in the Noge for him. He'll bring out his offense.
And he'll be wearing number 7, which was just recently vacated by Garrett Denchuk, who has been released along with Ryan McCoy. But with that being said, we're going to go to the national anthems here, and then we're going to hear from the starting lineups on the other side of this.
Stephen Game Day Boyle, we ask you to rise for a moment of silence. Thank you. We ask you to stay standing and join Tim Skiro for the singing of the American and Canadian national anthems. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly screaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
One more, Ron.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sense command. Captain Passé porter les fées, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand
Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by The Clubhouse by Gateway Golf, located on Oak Street East in North Bay, Ontario. With over 200 plus real-time courses, simulator arcade games, and delicious eats, The Clubhouse is North Bay's newest social hangout.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex for the start of this game. And as mentioned, here's our starting lineup. For the French River Rapids, we have Nolan Mason, along with Hunter Villanez and Alexander Dubuc. And on the back end is Sergei Shashenko and Christian Glowacki and Brock Grain in net. Grain has played 14 games. He's 2-5 with a .531 goals against average and .883 save percentage. And here's Brad with your Voodoos lineup.
Tonight for the Powassan Voodoos, we've got Justin Russo on the top line, center, Caleb Dawson on his left wing, and the newbie that we just mentioned, Daniel Viscu on his right wing. On the back end, we've got Jackson Smith and Mason Rotundo, and in goal, Tyson Wilcox making his 12th start of the year with a .276 goals against average and a .928 save percentage. Good for second in the NOJHL this year. Courtney.
Thank you, Brad. As it's actually a bit of a miscommunication on that one. It's actually Seibel in net.
I'm sorry. I thought I saw Wilcox back there.
No, Austin Seibel in net. He's 6-5, .270 goals against average, .926 save percentages. Russo comes in and is offside here quickly at the Sportsplex. The Rapids and the Road Whites are going left to right in this frame, and the Voodoos in their home greens are going right to left as we get a whistle here. Only 25 seconds into the game on offside, and a quick line change here for Powassan. Dubroy in for the draw, and he wins it back to himself, gets it back to the blue line, and that's sent in by Kratz. Carter Vicente also, we should mention, a bit of a mix-up there. 16 games played, he has 4 wins, 9 losses, .385 goals against average, and a .902 save percentage.
So we told them 2 wrong goalies. Okay.
We did. We did. We are not hitting our stride early in this one.
That's all right. Tons of time to make up for it.
Yeah, almost, 59 minutes to be exact.
That's right.
As the puck's still in Rapids territory. Nolan couldn't quite corral it, though, so it's back for McKillop in his own zone. McKillop has the puck, decides to skate behind his net. Bizdill's right there. McKillop, slow. He's pressured, so he comes out from behind his net. Gets it up for Misa. Misa going for a skate through the neutral zone. Feathers the puck up. Miss Pelche, though, who's just recently back. But there's no icing on that one. Now Boyes has the puck in Rapids territory. He's hit along the boards. Pelche throws a hit as well. Now it's back to Callaway, sporting the Deckel shop on the bottom of his jersey, and his nickname, I'm told by his family, is Deckel. So
okay,
kind of worked out a little bit for him. To Callaway with the puck again. Walks in, takes a shot. That one is gloved down by Vicente. Now the puck for the Rapids in their own zone, having some trouble here, fanning on the pass cross ice. Now Shashenko with it. Shashenko in his own zone. Looks down the ice. Finds his man at the blue line. Now walking down. Grushnichev took a shot. That one's off to Callaway and out of play at the Zamboni door. So we'll get a stoppage here. 17:54 on the clock.
A couple of quick chances here for both teams to start here in the first couple minutes of this game. I'm looking for the top line of the Voodoos to really assert itself here as we get going here. The second half of this year is where the Voodoos need to sort of make up some ground in the standings here, and it's going to be led by those top guys.
Yeah, there's already some separation between the Voodoos and the 5th place team in the standings.
Yep.
So it's kind of the Sudbury Cubs, then a group of teams, and then the Voodoos, and then a group of teams.
Yeah.
So far, looking at the playoff standings. It's never too early to look at playoff standings, especially when you're officially past the halfway mark. Now Smith takes a shot, rebound chance, wide open net, they score! Caden Dubroy off the rebound, and the Voodoos are in flight as Dubroy gets his 14th of the season.
Team leading 14th of the season. And this is a great play just to go to the net. That weak shot from the point was just to get it on net and create a rebound. And sure enough, Caden, right spot, right time, buries it top shelf. Voodoos are up early.
And he had all the time in the world to make a move and hold on and wait till the goalie was down and out of the play too.
Gorgeous finish.
Absolutely fantastic play there. 14 goals on the season. Caden Dubroy's been hot. Mason Rotundo off the draw with the puck. And he gets it to McKillop. McKillop down the ice. It hits off Viscu. And Viscu showing some speed, racing down the ice. Although those red Lumber King pants are showing underneath the black cover. As another shot from the point is gloved down. Now Viscu with a chance, and he puts that one wide. As Daniel Viscu on his second shift here in Powassan.
Almost got his first goal on his second shift as a Voodoo, yeah. He's so new he doesn't even have his name on the back of his jersey yet, but it won't take long to get that there, especially if you start scoring goals right out of the gate here.
Oh, what speed he showed on that play, too. Playing for Pembroke this year in the CCHL, and I have to say, I had the fortune of going to a game in Pembroke last year, and man, that is a barn steeped in history. And at the time, it was kind of cool because Sheldon Keefe coached there, and he was still the Leafs coach at the time. Okay. So now he's with New Jersey, and I'm just like, I don't care. Nolan, far side, Dubroy with another chance, and that one's off the blocker of Vicente. McLaughlin gets it in, near side. Nolan comes away with it, gets it to Dubroy. Dubroy with speed through the neutral zone. Passes it over to his man out front, was looking for the tip for Dubroy, and it's just out of his reach. And now the Rapids going the other way. Bartzis fanned on it, overskated it. Now it's back to Call. Call with some speed through the neutral zone. Call walks in, gets around his man. Oh, what a chance there for Owen Call. Sam Rive there with the puck. Gets it back in for Call. Now back to the blue line, but kept in by Kratz. And it's runned around. Rive pinching in. Was able to get the puck briefly. Now it's back to the blue line. Misa with another chance. And that one's gloved down again by Vicente, who the Voodoos have been peppering already. Only 4 minutes in, 6 shots on goal.
Fantastic shift for Owen Call there, just as he just leaves the ice. But he jumped into the rush with Caden Dubroy and made a great pass to Dubroy that just couldn't finish, and then led the rush a couple seconds later, leading the rush into the Rapid zone before pass just got away from him. Rive, sorry, on the finish there. But Owen Call, what a shift, and the Voodoos look good early.
Misa in for the draw. It was won by the Rapids, but the Voodoos kept it in briefly. Now the Rapids do get it out as Dubuc gets it, sends it back. Shushenko, with that puck rather, gets the puck down the ice. Now Rive on the end wall, has the puck, shovels it far side for Pelche. Pelche falls to the ice, and the puck's picked up by the Rapids. Now back to the point. Shot is blocked by Powassan. Doesn't get through. Now it's sitting right there in the blue paint, and the Rapids get their first shot on Seibel. Now it's back to Stiles. Stiles mishandled it. Now it's sent back in, and that'll be offside on the Rapids.
That could have been dangerous there. French River had the puck in tight, but a great job by the defense to clear the puck out of the way of Seibel there. Just one weak shot got in on him there on that play, and then the Voodoos were able to clear it and create the offside. So face-off down in French River zone. 4.5 gone here in the first.
Voodoos will be getting an offensive zone draw, as you mentioned. Schunborn in for the draw with Bradley and Dubroy. Schunborn ties up his man, but the Rapids pick it up. French River, gets the puck to the blue line, but not out. It's cold in here. We're going to have some runny noses all game.
Yeah. Apologies to the listeners out there that have to hear us sniffle all game.
Puck sent back in. Seibel out to play it. Plays it near side. Coleman misplayed it, though, and now he didn't really have a chance on it. Coleman still in the corner, battling for it, trying to get it out, dig it out. Got it up for Dubroy, but now Dubroy stuck up against the wall. Now out. Bisdill threw it cross ice. No one was there. DeCallaway tries to pick it up, but it's lost. And the puck is back to the blue line and out. Now Haslam with it. Haslam down the ice. Bisdill tried to shovel it back in. And Coleman jumped for it and knocked it forward. Now DeCallaway in his own zone had the puck hop over his stick, but he picks it up. Sent down the ice. That should go for icing. No, they wave it off, so Vicente plays it. Now the puck picked up by Russo. Russo out front for Viscu, and there's a good chance again, as he's buzzing with his new line mates, Russo and Dawson already.
He's seeing his chances already.
Russo for Dawson. Dawson tried to get it back to Russo, but it's still pinned there behind the net. Russo in there for some support. Russo tries to come away with it. Now he's knocked away from the puck, but he still picks it up. Russo, far side. Tried to get it. Now a pinching Rotundo kept it in. Haslam down the ice. Got it to Jansa. Jansa back to Haslam. Haslam walks in, throws the puck cross ice, and Dawson's going to pick that up in his own zone, and he's going to flip it down through the neutral zone. Shushenko has the puck. He fanned on it. Viscu is right there, and now the Rapids have it at the blue line. Flip cross ice, and it's kicked back by Viscu to Dawson. Viscu's going to chase after it, and Shushenko gets to it. Shushenko blows a tire. Now the puck's given away to Call, who almost had a chance, but he lost the puck there. As now sent back into Voodoos territory. It's fired on net by French River, and Seibel makes the save. McKillop has it to Kratz. Kratz got it down the ice, was looking for Call, nearly lost it. Now Dubroy gets to it. Kratz picks it back up, looks back into his own zone for McKillop. McKillop down the ice. Nolan had it hit off his stick, and it rolls in just to the side of Vicente. Now the puck in Rapids territory again, sent down the ice, and Seibel to play it. Throws it around to the near side for McKillop. McKillop in the corner. Battling for possession. He comes away with it. Got it to the blue line, though, but not out. Now, Shashenko sends it in, just keeping it in, as that one was a glass scraper. Nolan trying to get it in, and that'll go for offside against Powassan. And another stoppage here.
I'm liking what I see out of Owen Call so far. He's made some great plays with the puck. He's also been in the right position without the puck so far, and it looks like the Voodoos are going to have to lean on him because he looks like he's feeling it tonight.
Yeah, he looks like he's buzzing for sure. Him and Viscu, for sure. As an announcement being made, a former captain of the Voodoos, Alex Little, in attendance.
Welcome in, Alex.
Boys had a chance, couldn't quite get the shot on Vicente, though. And now it's picked up by the Rapids and down the ice. Alex Little, definitely, you're asked everything of Alex Little, and he never complained. What a great player for the Voodoos organization for the last few years.
One of the smoothest skaters I've ever seen.
For sure. Could have easily played at the next level, too. I don't know why he never did. As the puck rolls in, Seibel's going to cover it up. And we were kind of had an embarrassment of riches here in North Bay and Powassan for a little while. We had Ty Nelson and Alex Little, arguably two of the best offensive defensemen in their two leagues in the area for a couple of years. 7-2 is the shots in favor of Powassan. 11:48 on the clock. 1-0 lead for the Voodoos.
Seibel has not been too busy in the first half of this first period.
No, he's not.
Let's see if he can keep his head in the game here. As we have a draw to his left.
Shunborn for the draw. It's won by the Rapids, though, as Haslam throws it on net. That one missed. Now Bradley gets to it. Chips it down the ice looking for Dubroy. Dubroy, it's in his feet, couldn't find it. And now the puck back for Haslam. Haslam has it. Up the ice, Dubuc sends it in. And that one's sent cross ice by Smith. Smith got it to Dubroy, or Bradley rather. And now the puck's down the ice again and picked up by the Rapids as that's Gifford with it. Sent down the ice again. Smith picks it up. Flings it back around to the far side. Russo battling on the half wall. Sends it right back in for Smith. Smith to Coleman. Coleman down the ice. Gains the red line, flips it in. It's going to roll in for Vicente, who's just going to glove it down as Gifford and Dawson have a few words for each other.
Yeah, Vicente looked sharp so far when he's had to. He's made the saves that he's had to make. And I think the Voodoos are going to have to get a little bit more creative if they're going to be able to beat him tonight. He always seems to step his game up when he plays Powassan.
Yeah, the only goal scored against him so far is Caden Dubroy on an absolute defensive breakdown by the Rapids where they just let him have the puck for way too long.
Hung him out to dry, yeah.
Literally. Viscu back to the point. McKillop sends it right back in. Russo got it to Viscu, who sends it in deep. Now Gifford picks it up. Picked up by Viscu. Viscu out front for Dawson. Good chance there by Caleb Dawson off a nice pass by Viscu. And Vicente made the save. Now Vicente out to play the puck again.
Loving the offensive creativity we're seeing out of the newbie Viscu so far. And Caleb Dawson almost had his 5th of the year.
Stretch pass in now. Good sharp angle chances blocked aside by Seibel. Now up for Viscu. Viscu down the ice with some speed. Looks to go for a tip for Dawson. He was just out of his reach though. As now the puck comes back out to the neutral zone for McKillop. McKillop flips it right back in. Vicente leaves it behind his net. And the Rapids set up play. Nearly losing it. They do now. Call with a chance, and he puts that one wide on the near side.
You're right, Courtney. He's buzzing.
Absolutely.
The steal and the shot just wide in the slot.
Now Call with another chance, takes the shot. That one's off the toe of Vicente and behind the net. Now flip down the ice. That's a high stick against Powassan, though. And Rive doesn't want to touch it, but they're going to blow it dead anyways. As that was, if anything, that's probably the most high stick I've seen here at this league. So, as that'll actually bring us to our mid-period break. So, don't listen to me ramble on. Listen to Matt Sukram ramble on for about 15 seconds here.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex once again here as it's 1-0 between the Voodoos and the French River Rapids. I'm Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined by Brad Brooks.
Hi, guys.
and
girls.
Cameraman Mike Brown, and of course Harrison from the Garrison, who's down at ice level getting some good shots along with our intern Cassie Millen, who brought us Rice Krispie Squares. So We can't forget about that.
They look tasty. There's some red and green ones in there. Christmas spirit.
Yep.
Up in the Powassan Sportsplex tonight.
Yeah, we're here for it. 'Tis the season.
10 days and counting.
Oh boy, don't remind me. I've actually, are you a late minute shopper?
Oh yeah, I've barely started. What about you?
Usually I am, but because of Amazon, I've decided I'm just gonna do everything on Amazon.
Why not?
Yeah, so it's just like,
who wants to go to Walmart right now this time of year?
Exactly. So between my own company, Ontario Northland, and their online store, and Amazon, I pretty much have everyone bought for. I'm missing maybe 1 or 2 people.
I love that. Get all my shopping done, comfort of my own couch. I might do that too. I should start soon though.
Yes, I see a lot of things that are still saying like, oh, you can still get it before Christmas. So as the puck, as we're back underway, Pelche walks in, tried to feed it out front to Boys, and that one just missed number 5.
Would have been a tap in for Boys too. What a great pass.
Shashenko down the ice, sends it in. We'll have to chase after it, but that will go for icing against the Rapids. One thing, too, while we're talking about the Christmas spirit, one thing that I'm most excited for is I got 5 days of work left before I'm off for a week and a half. So
how'd you score that? O&R just closes up shop for
no, it's called I have enough seniority, I guess, that I can just say, well, I'm taking that. I feel bad for our newbies that started. I said, hey, if you're going to have kids, you're not getting Christmas past me. So sorry, guys.
That's it, I mean, that's nice to have that seniority, but it also means you're getting old, Courtney.
Thanks. That's exactly what I was hoping for to hear on this broadcast here tonight.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Brad. What did Brad get you for Christmas? A reality check.
Yeah.
As we're back underway here. Back to the blue line. Shashenko takes the shot. That one goes wide, and Bradley picks it up. Bradley couldn't get by his man, though, and leaves it at the Voodoos bench. Now the puck coming near side to Coleman. Coleman flips it down and in, and Vicente gets to it. Played near side by the Rapids and out. Now Smith picks it up at his bench. Smith is looking for his man, but that'll go in for icing. No, they say no icing as the Rapids touch up. Viscu with a good stick there to knock the puck away. Gets it to Russo. Russo flips it in. Vicente plays it into the corner. As now the Rapids still have it in their own zone. Shashenko down the ice. Takes a shot. That one missed wide. On the far side as Seibel kicked out a pad, and that one just sailed by him.
I think defenseman Jackson Smith just got a stick on it to deflect it just wide.
Now on the near side, Shashenko in his own zone knocks down Russo. It's left there, and the Rapids have possession. That's Jansa. Near side, back over to the far side now. Up the ice is looking for Roberts, and it's sent back in behind the net. Stiles sends it down the ice. It's picked up now by McKillop. Was looking for Russo. And that's the first shift that Viscu's been on the ice where they didn't really have offensive zone presence.
Yeah. Trade him.
Dawson skates in, gets around his man. One-handed it, tried to get it on net, but it's blocked by the Rapids. Now sent down the ice by French River again.
Not a bad little effort by Dawson going in 1-on-3 there, still getting managed to get a puck on net.
Yeah. Can't complain with that effort at all.
Nope.
Flip down the ice to Dubroy with it to Call. Call takes a shot. Vicente makes the save. And we'll get a stoppage here. Still 1-0 Powassan.
Vicente wasn't sure. He looked behind him there. I think he kind of got lost in his equipment a little bit, so he wasn't sure if it got behind him or not. Call, again with the shot on net, almost scored there. And he'll be on the ice for the offensive zone draw to the right of Vicente.
Dubroy in for the draw himself, who is the goal scorer here with his 14th of the season. Now it's back to Nolan off the draw, and his shot knocks a stick out of his man's hand. Sent back down by the Rapids. They try to get it out. And they still have it in French River territory. Bartzis with it. Sends it back. Nearly lost the puck in front of his own net. Now it's off the skate and nearly in on Vicente, but it's cleared out of danger by the Rapids.
Call causing all kinds of trouble down low for the French River Rapids right now.
Call nearly getting to a loose puck there as it was bouncing, but he couldn't quite corral it. Now the puck back down the ice by French River. Koulis has it. Flips it in over the net. Kratz stopped it from getting to a Rapid player. Now it's up for Pelche. Now Boys is in a foot race. Boys 1-on-1 down the ice. Stops up, tried to find Misa in the middle of the ice. Now it's back for Boys behind the net. Boys walks around. Pelche looking to get open. Now it's back for Rive. Rive for Misa. Misa's shot is blocked. And back down the ice the Rapids go. Callaway gets to it first in his own zone. Gets it to Boys. Boys looks a little gassed there as he tried to make a pass, and it's out front. Pelche with a chance from the slot, as that one was almost a nothing play that turned into something dangerous there, but Pelche is denied.
Well, yeah, Boys cruised into the slot and then tried to make a nifty little backhand pass. It didn't really connect. It got caught in a couple of French River Rapids players' skates, and then Nathan Pelche found it and was able to get the shot in on net there.
Good save by Vicente, as he's already faced 11 in this game. Down the ice, rolls in on Seibel. Seibel just covers up, so we'll get a stoppage here. Only 3 shots put on his net so far.
Yeah, not interested in playing that one to his defenders. He'll take his chances with the draw, because Voodoos have been pretty strong on the draw here tonight so far.
Dubroy in for the draw, as he's getting some double line minutes here, playing with Schunborn and Bradley. Coleman got it off the draw. Now it's Villanez who picks it up. Back to Coleman. Now Mason with a sharp angle chance. That one's turned aside by Seibel, and the rebound's covered up.
French River getting a couple chances here now, and now we're seeing a little bit of the rough stuff start as well. Some pushing and shoving after the play, and Seibel takes a skate. So we'll have another face-off to his left. That's 4 shots on net for French River now, but they're looks like they might be starting to get a little offensive zone time, a little pressure established here. So we'll see what they can do.
That Russo, Dawson, Viscu line back out there as they start in their own zone. It's won by the Rapids. Haslam takes a shot. That one's blocked by Russo. Russo picks it up in his own zone, gets it up for Rotundo. Rotundo leading the rush with Dawson. Stops up. Looked to go cross ice to Viscu, but couldn't quite connect. Now it's in deep for Dawson. Dawson, far side to Viscu. Viscu, back for Dawson. Looked out front for a tip for Russo, and that one just missed him. Now it's picked up by Gifford. Gifford flips it down the ice, and that one won't go for icing, as that one's beaten out by Dubuc. Played to the near side, Haslam. Got to Villanez. Villanez lost it to McKillop, though, and now McKillop has it in his own zone. Leaves it from as Mason was all over him. Now Rotundo going for a skate. Rotundo gains the red line, dumps it in. Now that was picked up by Haslam. Flip back down the ice into Voodoos territory. Rotundo plays it behind to Dubroy. Now Dubroy looking up the ice for Dawson. The pass was in his skates, though, so he couldn't quite get a look. Now Dubroy skates in, takes a shot, and that one hit the helmet of Vicente and took a funny bounce. Now call back around for Dubroy. Kratz picks it up on the far side. Sent back in. Kratz has it. Goes back to the blue line for Rive. Rive corrals it. Dumps it in. It comes out front. No one was ready for it, though, as it took a funny bounce off the end wall. Now Rive has it in his own zone. Flips it back for Call. Call gains the red line, finds a streaking Rive. Rive walks in. Rive, chance, he scores! What a highlight reel goal by Sam Rive, as that's his 4th of the season. Oh my goodness, you've got to be kidding me.
Absolutely sickening goal by Sam Rive. Takes the saucer pass on the left wing and streaks in, makes a little inside out toe drag move on the defender, and then flips to backhand up over the glove of Vicente. Gorgeous goal. One of the prettiest you'll see, Courtney.
You'll be seeing that one on the NOJHL game day video again for sure.
Wow.
Play of the day, play of the week, I don't care. What a goal by the 16-year-old defender.
Unreal, and that's going to go right to the Voodoos' legs here. Look for them to maintain this momentum now.
Good chance, though, off the draw by the Rapids. Is blocked by Powassan. Is now French River pressing for a response here. It's 2-0 Powassan. Back in action here as the Rapids still have possession in the Voodoo zone. Flip it back in. Now it's picked up by Coleman. Coleman goes behind the net, stops up, plays it around. Nolan gets to it. Flipped back down the ice by the Voodoos. Picked up in his own zone by Stiles. Near side now, the Rapids try to break out. They do. And going down the ice with some speed. Stops up, plays it to the middle. Voodoos trying to get possession back in their own zone as it comes around to the near side for Stiles. Stiles throws it on net. That one's stopped by Seibel. As now Boys gets to it and sends it down the ice looking for Pelche. Pelche got a stick on it, but it won't be enough as that'll go all the way down the ice for icing. Sam Rive, fresh off a call up to the North Bay Battalion a couple of weeks ago now, has looked absolutely fantastic since he's come back from that little one-game stint in the OHL.
Just one game stint, but you have to imagine that gives him a little bit of confidence, right? It always feels good to get the call, and you come back down to the NOJHL team, and maybe you've got a little bit extra pep in your step. So I think we're seeing that now.
Well, you get to see how the game's played at a faster level. Maybe this game down here slows down a little bit for you. And on that play, man, did everyone look like they were standing still but Sam Rive.
Oh, my. Just undressed the entire French River team.
What a goal. Anyways, more hockey still to come as we're underway here. Bradley trying to get the puck out of his own zone. He does. And Schunborn gets it out. Now it's for Dubroy. 2-on-1 if Powassan's quick. Dubroy for Schunborn. Schunborn, sharp angle chance. The puck came loose.
How did that not go in?
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering too, as it was behind Vicente.
Schunborn tried to get the pass back across to Dubois. Maybe they just ran out of real estate, but that looked like it should have gone in from there.
Smith throws it back in cross ice. It rolls it on Vicente, and Bradley was right there, so he's going to cover up and get a stoppage here. 1:54 left on the clock. 2-0 Powassan out the strength of Dubrois' 14th and Rive's 4th.
14-5 are the shots here for the Voodoos. It's a landslide. The ice might be tilted tonight here, Courtney. Voodoos are all over the Rapids here so far in this first period.
Yeah, it's been an impressive showing for Powassan so far as they look for their 4th win in a row. Russo for the draw. It's one to Dawson. Dawson gets to it, sends it in deep. Russo's right there. Couldn't quite get a stick on it though. Has now flipped down the ice but not out as Viscu knocks his man to the ice. That's Mason who took the brunt of that. Now it's back to Kratz at the blue line. Takes the shot. And that's another save for Vicente as he saw that one all the way.
And he wisely covers up with a couple of Voodoos players buzzing. So we'll get another draw to his left here. 1.5 minutes to go in this period. Courtney, you know what we haven't seen yet this game? A penalty.
No, that's
which
true.
I'm kind of surprised by. Like, this is normally when these two teams meet, not a whole lot of love lost between them. So
no, it's a bit of a rivalry game for sure.
Very clean game so far.
Yeah, it has been. I'm sure that's almost jinxing it though.
Guaranteed we're going to get one here.
If we do, go buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
There's your Christmas shopping. McKillop flips it back in. And it's picked up by Powassan, but only briefly as the Rapids now have it in their own zone. French River. Mason down the ice. It's flipped in. Now a chance in the slot. Good save by Seibel. Wow, what a save by Austin Seibel on that play. As that was a good chance for the Rapids. Now call walks in. That will go for offside, though, as him and Dubroy were buzzing on that play.
And that, on most goalies, that's going in. That was a great left leg kick save by Seibel there to keep this game 2-0 lead for the Voodoos.
As we're getting ready for another draw here at the blue line. And we're back underway as the Voodoos are looking for nothing but a good time as Pelche takes a shot and the rebound off the end wall is right to Boys and he plays it back to the point for DeCallaway. DeCallaway flips it back in. Misa had a chance, but it was in his skates. Now Pelche inadvertently kept it alive and the puck is flipped down on Seibel, who just calmly covers things up and leaves it there. 49.1 seconds on the clock in this period. 2-0 Powassan leads.
I've seen what I'm actually mostly impressed with so far by Powassan is the ability to create turnovers. And they're not letting French River escape their zone very easily. They're stealing the puck before the Rapids even have a chance to get to center ice a lot of the time.
Well, some good solid hockey here for Powassan through the almost 20 minutes played. As Dawson in his own zone plays it to the near side for Rive. Now flipped down the ice. He finds Dawson as it just hopped away from him, though, so he gets it in the corner. Now it's for Russo. Russo looking near side for Dawson, who was looking for the tip. Couldn't quite get the shot away, though, as we got 25 seconds on the clock. Played to the far side. Russo chasing after it. Russo gets to it, and now the Rapids pick it up, though. Flip back in. Another chance here for Jansa. Jansa had it lost off his stick. Now to Callaway gets to it. Near side for Rive. Flipped down the ice by Rive. He was looking for Dawson again. It didn't quite make it though, as the Rapids flip it back in. And with 1.5 seconds on the clock, we're going to get an icing call here against the Rapids.
Almost a formality with 1.5 seconds on the clock, but if the Voodoos are quick off the draw, they might be able to get a quick shot off. It'd be nice to go into the dressing room up 3-0.
I don't think the Voodoos would be complaining. The Rapids will be, as they're going to pull Seibel here to load up and get 6 guys down the ice.
Why wouldn't you?
Now Dubroy for the draw. It's one to Schunborn, but it flips right over him. And that's not going to make it 3-0 as the puck went down the ice, and that ends the first period. Brad, before we go to our break, your thoughts on a very Powassan dominant first period?
Yeah, pretty much a perfect first 20 minutes by Powassan. The offense looks good, scoring a couple of beautiful goals. The defense holding French River to 6 shots on net, and Seibel making a couple of really nice saves when he has to.
We'll have to see if that's going to keep up, or if French River is going to be able to reassess during the intermission and come back out guns a-blazing in that second period. We'll find out more on the other side of this intermission.
Why is Northern Honda servicing more cars of all makes and models? Let's count the ways. 1. Our state-of-the-art facility has award-winning technicians. 2. Northern Honda has the lowest tire price guarantee, no matter what you drive. 3. The lowest synthetic oil change guarantee, and every 5th oil change is free for all makes and models. Plus, new Honda buyers get brake pads for life. See the service difference at Northern Honda, 1250 Seymour beside Home Depot.
The Goalie Resiliency Podcast, hosted by Chris Dawson and Dr. Rob Graham. With player interviews new and old, goalie insights, and everything you need to know about being a netminder, this is the podcast to check out. You can subscribe at youtube.com/goalie-resiliency or instagram.com/goalie_resiliency.
Fast forward a little bit into the summer, it didn't even take training camp for them to announce he was captain, Jackson. When did you find out how early did you know, or was it you were surprised by it? Kind of
I mean, that was obviously a goal. I wanted to be the captain, and just learning a lot from Litz last year. I mean, he was incredible. Everyone just respected him so much because of the player he was, and more importantly, the person he was too. He was unbelievable to all.
Fast forward a little bit into the summer, it didn't even take training camp for them to announce he was captain, Jackson. When did you find out how early did you know, or was it you were surprised by it? Kind of
I mean, that was obviously a goal. I wanted to be the captain, and just learning a lot from Litz last year. I mean, he was incredible. Everyone just respected him so much because of the player he was, and more importantly, the person he was too. He was unbelievable to all the guys. Yeah. But we were in Boston at Chowder Cup, and we played a game, and Pete called me out of the room. He was like, "Can I talk to you after the game?" And after the game, he told me that I was going to be the captain, and obviously it was a pretty good feeling.
I was going to say that's got to be a wild feeling.
It was a good night. I was just with my dad, and we were just talking about the season the whole night. So
yeah, that's pretty. I can't imagine what that's like. But this year for yourself, you're heading up a whole new leadership core. Like, nobody here has worn a letter on this team before, right? What's that kind of like now that obviously a lot of the guys that wore letters last year had to move on due to age, but there's you got Adam McKillop, who's brand new, you got Caden, you got Caleb, you know, like, what's that been like, kind of trying to get the room together?
It's been good. It's like, obviously, we're all new to this and we're still learning. I mean, sometimes, like, we're going to make mistakes, obviously we all do, but I think we all work together really well as kind of a unit. I wouldn't say, like, I mean, I wear the C, but I wouldn't say I'm more important than McKillop or, you know, Doobie or Daw, and even, like, and Moose too, like, and we all work together and, you know, try and put our best foot forward to help this hockey team win games.
And for you, Mason, as a second year, do you feel like you can take on a little bit more of a leadership role behind the scenes, or is it still kind of, you know, foreign a little bit for you?
I think I can. Like I was a captain in U16, so I know like what it is you have to do and really lead by example. It's a big one. I just come to the rink every day, put in the work, do what I have to do to be successful.
Last year, too, you were, you know, obviously we've talked about you being 16. You had Wraith Smith to kind of go through it with as well. It's just the laughing. All right.
I love Smitty.
But this year, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's just Sam Reba is the only 16.
He's the only 16.
So are you kind of helping him out a little bit?
Yeah, I've been talking to quite a bit, actually, just about like what to expect, and like it's going to be tough because like Pete, one time he called me upstairs, he's like, we're making a run here, you might not play if you're not playing well. And I just put my head down, kept working, first guy on the ice for practice, and that helped a lot. And it is tough, you kind of get in your own head a little bit when you're thinking, am I going to play, am I not? So it is tough, but you just got to look at it, you're playing hockey, it's fun.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It works out. And you know what? In the 2 home games we got to watch, he looked pretty impressive for a guy taking his first steps in the league, right? Yeah. So, but that being said, I wanted to ask you guys about your numbers. I mean, you're still wearing 17. Is that a special significance to you?
Honestly,
or is it just the jersey you were given the way you went?
It's kind of the jersey. My buddy Noah Dugas, who passed away a little while ago, he wore 71. So when I couldn't take 14, when I wore all minor hockey, I was like, I'll take 17 and that, like, his number backwards. So represent that for him.
That's a pretty good reason to wear that number. So.
Yeah.
You, Jackson, you were 28 last year because obviously at that point it was pretty much whatever number.
22.
Sorry, 22.
28 for like 2 games.
Yeah,
2 games.
And then big old Mike McLean came back and said, I'll take that back.
Big Mike wanted that back.
So the switch to 4 this year, though.
Yeah. Well, I wore 4 growing up, like pretty much. I think I was 8 1 year, and the rest of the years I was 4, and like just my dad wore it, and I wanted to kind of wear it for him, and so I wore 22 in Camrose and then 20 in Colorado, but the only reason I wore 22 is just because 2 + 2 is 4. So in case you're left, I asked Pete pretty quickly, hey, can I wear 4 next year?
There's quite a few number changes this year, and it's a miserable experience so far. Because like I'll look like at Caden, I'm just going by, and I'm like, oh, he's not wearing 21, and then I'll see, you know, Caleb being number 10 now, I'll see 12 out there. What's going on?
Yeah, no, it's weird. I think I've picked up Cowie's bag from the bus about 4 times already, just because still got 22 in the brain.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. Number 4 is a better defenseman number, I think.
For sure.
But for sure. 17 is always a good, especially around here. I mean, Justin Brazo wore it with the battalion.
Yeah, it's not a bad number.
No, but for the reason that you say, it's even better. So,
Yeah.
that's definitely a good one. But you guys are, you know, it's pretty new in the season this year. A couple of games, you know, maybe not necessarily the record you want to be sitting at after a few games. But what's it been like so far through the early goings for you guys?
You want me to take it?
You deferred on that real quick.
Yeah, he looks right over at me. No, I mean, obviously our record's not what we want it to be, but I still think, you know, we have a great group of guys this year. We're still getting to know each other. Like, I think, we have 6 returning guys? 6 or 7 returning guys. And, you know, we're just trying to build off of the knowledge that we know from last year, and the new guys bringing in the knowledge they know from other teams. Cowie and McKillop, both played in Espo and in the OJ. So it's been great, but in the end we need to get some wins.
Yeah, we got to start winning.
So.
Yeah, victories always are a little bit more fun to call.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
For sure.
I have this thing whenever there's a loss, I'll rip up whatever paper.
Yeah.
For the paper's sake, guys, if anything else.
We gotta save the trees.
But looking into the season too, is where it's different now is like the changes in the league. There's a whole one division now. There's no shootout.
I'm not a fan of that, to be honest.
You're not a fan of no shootout?
No, I wish there was shootout because there's this classic hockey. I don't know.
I just don't like ties.
Yeah.
I think they should just go I think it should be 10-minute overtime for 3-on-3, and then if you can't get it done there,
or just the same as last year, 5-minute 3-on-3 and then shootout.
I hate shootouts.
I like can't stand shootouts.
The thing that's wild as you say that I'm realizing right now is you've only lived your life with shootouts.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah. It's weird to say we're ending in a tie if we go 7 minutes in OT and no one scored. It's weird.
I do agree with the I don't like ties, but I'm more of the give 10 minutes 3-on-3.
I just
7 minutes is weird too.
I just don't like shootouts.
Who would pick the 7? I don't know.
Yeah. We'll call up some people.
Exactly.
What's going on here? But 3-on-3 hockey's fun.
No, it's so fun. It's like you're on the ODR.
Yeah.
The skill guy over here, he loves it.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
So when it becomes 3-on-3, does that change the whole game entirely?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's man on man.
Yeah, it's man on man, but you're covering the whole ice.
Yeah.
So. If you lose your guy for a second, it's probably game over, but
you have more time to do stuff.
Exactly.
Be more creative. Well, not more creative, but you have more time to decide what you're going to do.
Yeah. Oh, there's so much more open ice.
Oh, yeah.
I was just thinking about that with overtime. I was like, oh, yeah, you lose a guy. And I was thinking into the playoffs last year where there was a couple of times that D-Rock had to come up big with a huge save on him.
Yeah.
But I was like, that wasn't 3-on-3. That was 5-on-5.
Yeah, 5-on-5.
Yeah.
So,
is
there... with the different types of overtimes, being a 3-on-3 and then a shootout, or now 3-on-3 and a tie, or 5-on-5 sudden death in the playoffs, is there different feels to all of that, other than the actual gameplay itself, the mental side where you're oh my god, 5-on-5 continuous, or 3-on-3 for 7 minutes?
I think the mental side, just because of in the playoffs, I think we won 2 or 3 games in double overtime too. So we're playing a ton. It's exhausting out there after 3 periods, let alone 5. So I don't know. But there was no better feeling than a double overtime win, especially last year.
I feel like OT, in playoffs, 5-on-5, it's definitely more you're a bit more it's a bit more nerve-wracking. We really don't want to get scored on here. And it goes either way with both teams.
There's definitely something about it where,
and you're just hyped up to play. Because you go into the locker room after there's a flood and then you're going back out to play 4th period. Rather than going to the bench for 30 seconds and going out. So,
yeah, there is a big difference, at least from the broadcasting side, because you can be I can at least sit here and not talk.
Yeah.
And then you guys have 2 back-to-back overtime goals, and I lose my voice for the rest of the playoffs.
It's pretty good calls, though.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
The Frontline.
Welcome to the Clubhouse by Gateway Golf. Located on Oak Street East in North Bay, with over 200 plus real-time courses, simulator arcade games, and delicious eats, the Clubhouse is North Bay's newest social hangout. You can book times now at gatewaygolf.ca or come visit at 245 Oak Street East in North Bay, Ontario.
The Goalie Resiliency Podcast, hosted by Chris Dawson and Dr. Rob Graham. With player interviews new and old, goalie insights, and everything you need to know about being a netminder, this is the podcast to check out. You can subscribe at youtube.com/goalie-resiliency or instagram.com/goalie_resiliency.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex for the start of period number 2. between the Powassan Voodoos and the French River Rapids. Looking around the league quickly, Blind River at the start of the second. They're up 1-0 over Kirkland Lake. Sioux and Timmins Rock, the Sioux Thunderbirds are tied at 2 apiece. And Hearst Lumberjacks and the Iroquois Falls Storm are tied at 1 halfway through the first period. As we're ready for the opening draw, I'm Courtney Kenny, he's Brad Brooks. 2-0 here as Caden Dubroy and Sam Rive have scored the 2 goals between these two teams. All for Powassan as the Voodoos get it in deep into Rapids territory right off the hop. Voodoos in their home greens as it's back to Dawson over for the near side for Rotundo. The Voodoos in their home greens are going left to right, and the Rapids in the road whites are going right to left in this one. Dubuque with the puck down the ice. Tried to feed it to Rushnichev, but it didn't find him. Now Rotundo sends it down the ice. Viscu gets to it, and Glowacki got to it instead. Now sent in off a tip, way out of play. And we'll get a stoppage here.
How do you tip that puck that high from that far out? That's impressive.
That's a better golf shot than I've ever hit too.
As he pulls out his 9-iron to chip the puck into the opposing zone.
You know, it's funny. Every year I go through this love-hate relationship with golfers. By wintertime, I absolutely hate it, and I'm like, I don't want to do it. And then spring comes, I'm like, golf is awesome. And then I go out and play around.
We
trick
ourselves into feeling like we're going to have a better year, and then we just don't. Yeah.
It never happens.
Yeah.
DeBroy with the puck, plays it near side to Kratz. Kratz down the ice, and is sent in. That'll go for icing against the Voodoos, and the Rapids will get an offensive zone draw.
Yeah, Kratz was looking for Jack Nolan there, screeching up the left wing, but just missed him. So we'll have a draw back in the Voodoo zone here. Just under a minute into the second, and Courtney, we saw some pretty goals. Offense has been a bit of an issue for the Voodoos this year, and I want to talk to you about it a little bit later, but we saw 2 gorgeous goals by the Voodoos in the first.
Yeah, absolute gorgeous goals by Dubroy and Rive in that first period. As Kratz has the puck behind his own net. Couldn't quite shake his forechecker. Now it's up for Nolan. Nolan gains the zone, takes the shot, stopped by Vicente, and we'll get a stoppage here. And just real quick, Jack Nolan has 7 goals on the season. 5 of them came in one game against the French River Rapids in mid-October.
Stats look a little bit better than maybe he would. I mean, he'll take the 7 goals, but when 5 of them come in one game, you want to have a little bit more consistency than that.
Yeah, he scored 5 in that game. I was like, oh my God, they found the second coming of Austin Matthews, Alex Ovechkin here.
Hasn't worked out that way so far, but who knows, if he's capable of 5 in a game, he could probably turn it on at any time.
Mason tries to dump it in. Got a fun little Jack Nolan story for you. Some people who listen to a lot of these games probably know what I'm going to tell you, but it's a neat little story. It's a sharp angle, chance to stop by Seibel, and then the rebound comes out to the point, and it's turned aside. Sent down the ice. To Callaway, picks it up, and he plays it to Boys. Now Boys is looking to get it to Pelche. Gifford read that one and picked it off. Now Rive gets the puck behind the net. Rive in his own zone behind Seibel's net. Comes out, plays the puck down the ice, and that's going to get a stick on it for Boys and send it in and go off for a quick change. Now coming out of his own zone, that's Glowacki. Plays it down the ice. Bisdill got it to Schunborn. Schunborn to Smith. Down the ice, so picked up by the Rapids. Now it's picked up loose by Dubroy. Dubroy walks in, takes a shot. It's blocked. Second chance. Wow, what a save by Vicente on that one, as that one went right into the glove off the backhand chance by Dubroy.
Unbelievable save off a great chance by Dubroy. His first shot kind of got blocked, and he got the puck right back, and he tried to outweight Vicente, but just couldn't beat that outstretched glove. Left-hand glove of Vicente, so we'll have a face-off to his left as Rousseau moves in for the draw here for the Voodoos.
Rousseau tried to win the draw back. Now he falls on the puck, and the puck's still loose. Dawson in there. Couldn't quite get a stick on it, though, but now he does as it's in the corner. Dawson played it to Rousseau. It's between his legs, though, and it's sent back to the blue line. Viscu picks it up. Viscu with a shot. That one nearly hit a body, and it just went wide. Now Russo tried to play it. Glowacki got to it, and it sends it down. Now a weird bounce out front, looking for Viscu, and the puck just rolled away from him. Now Dawson on the near side. Plays it around for Russo. Russo on the far side corner. Plays it back for Dawson behind the net. Dawson looking to go up front for Viscu. Now he plays it around behind the net to the new forward wearing number 7. As now he's getting knocked all over. Now Dawson plays it back around. Coleman takes a shot. And Viscu still held on to as he finally gets to the puck. As Glowacki still had a hold of him that whole time. Now Dawson off the rebound, takes a chance. Oh, and he puts it through the blue pane as Vicente was down and out. But Dawson didn't have a good angle. Now Viscu scores! His first in the NOJHL, his first with the Voodoos in his very first game. Daniel Viscu, what a goal!
First game, first goal, Daniel Viscu. And you had to feel like this was coming because the Voodoos were pinning the French River Rapids in their own zone for about the last minute. And they had about 6 or 7 shots on goal, gorgeous chances, and finally one goes in with Viscu finding that beautiful pass in the slot and burying it home. We got a 3-0 Voodoos lead, Courtney.
3-0 Powassan. As you said, they were hemming them in. Dawson had a gorgeous chance, but it's way too sharp of an angle, and he put it through the blue paint just seconds before. Now Daniel Viscu getting his first, and he's been buzzing all game. Now it's Owen Cowell's turn.
It might be speaking into existence, as it were.
Number 7, Daniel Viscu.
Now Gifford with a shot. That one's blocked. As we're going to get a stoppage here. As that's going to be our first penalty. It's going to be a high sticking call against the Rapids. So there you go, Brad. There's your first penalty of the game.
There it is, finally.
No, it's McKillop's going to go. So the Voodoos are going to be on the penalty kill. But real quick, I mentioned Jack Nolan, a fun little story about him. He played in Hershey. He's from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So he grew up idolizing Sidney Crosby and, Evgeny Malkin and all those guys that played for the great Penguins teams.
Who are those guys?
Of course, there's a big rivalry there between the Capitals and all that stuff, too, because, they have 2 of the best players in the league going head-to-head. Who should be his billet dad when he goes to Hershey?
Mario Lemieux?
Bruce Boudreau.
Oh, okay.
Mario Lemieux would be pretty cool.
Bruce Boudreau was cool, too. Wow.
Yeah. Dominic Bisdell takes the shot off and that one's blocked. And I said to him, as a diehard Penguins fan, how weird was it to have a Capitals legendary coach as your billet dad?
Well, yeah, I mean, not only that, any NHL coach, how great is that to have as a billet parent, basically, right? How you could pick his brain for all sorts of things.
Yeah, as that one's covered up by Austin Seibel. As the puck didn't hit him, it got blocked in front and just dropped in front of him.
Yeah, that can only benefit your career.
And somehow, some way, he's made his way up to Powassan. He played in Niagara last year, and who should be the coach of the Ice Dogs but Bruce Boudreau's son.
That's right.
So Bruce Boudreau was in Niagara, so he said he got to see him a couple of times last year.
Kind of neat how things come full circle like that sometimes,
eh? The Ice Dogs are turning into a pretty good organization this year, too, after a few years lost in the wilderness. Absolutely trouncing the Battalion 7-3 on Thursday.
Yeah, they were a train wreck for a long time, but they're starting to look decent for a change.
Kratz. And you know what? I can't help but feel great for Kevin He, who's been through there for most of that train wreck.
That poor guy, yeah.
Dawson at the red line, dumps it in. He takes a bit of a shove by Dubuc. Still on the penalty kill, 1:10.
Rapids have yet to really establish any zone time here on the power play.
And here they come. Whether or not they'll establish some time, we don't know. As they play it back to the blue line. Now to Bisdell. Bisdell. Near side. Mason with a sharp angle chance. That one's turned aside by Seibel. And now the puck is flipped back down by Powassan. 50 seconds left on the kill.
Rapids did get set up, and they got one not-so-great shot on net, and the Voodoos were able to clear it. This is a textbook kill right here.
40 seconds now by the time that the Rapids are able to get the puck and try and get out of their zone. Make it 35 now as Bisdell gets it to the red line and flips it back down the ice. Coleman gets to it. Now it's Bisdell, or Jansa rather, at the point. And it's played back to the point, and Jansa can't hold the line. 20 seconds left on the penalty. Jansa in his own zone. Plays across ice. Haslam. He was into Gillett Store's skate and sent right back down. And that'll leave 10 seconds left on the power play. Jansa with the puck. Got it back to Haslam. Haslam down the ice. Walks in. Takes a shot. Glove down by Seibel. And we're back to 5-on-5 play. So the Voodoos successfully killing off the first penalty of the game.
Voodoos coming into this game with the third best penalty kill in the NOJHL. They clipping along at a PK percentage of just over 84%. So they obviously know how to get that done on that side of the puck and get back to full strength.
Dubroy in for the draw now in his own zone. Wins it back. Picked up by Rotundo, and he lost the puck, but now McKillop picks it up. McKillop tried to flip it down for Nolan, but it's caught up, and McKillop still playing with it. Got it back to Nolan, now McKillop. McKillop tried to flip it around. It comes out front, and the Voodoos are able to clear it away from the front of their net. Now McKillop takes his man down hard on the far side. Still battling for it on the far side. McKillop in there still. Rotundo gets it to Nolan. Nolan shoves it right back, and now it's picked up by the Rapids. Sharp angle chance. Seibel with another save, and now he's sitting on it deep in his crease, but it's out front, so it never had a chance of going over the line. But it's always scary when you see a goalie that deep in the crease down in the butterfly.
And doesn't seem to be too sure where the puck is, but it ended up in his glove. So I want to ask you about this. The Voodoos don't have an active player with Caden Cole out with injury. Voodoos don't have an active player in the top 25 of league scoring. The Voodoos are, as a team, are fourth. They've got the fewest goals in the league this year. Is that something that's concerning to you going into the second half of the year?
A little bit. There's a chance there off the shot. I'll finish up that thought here at the next whistle as the puck comes in. Seibel had to be strong on that one. And now down the ice, Koulis is going to get to it in his own zone. Has it. Also of note, Santa Claus is in the building.
Uh-oh.
Pelche with the puck. Takes a shot. That one is blocked and goes wide. We know McKillop's not getting anything as he was already sent to the penalty box.
Everyone better be on their best behavior here.
But yeah, to answer your question, I am a little bit surprised by the lack of offense this year. Because I think everybody, we've talked about it ad nauseum in our group chat about how we all thought goaltending might have been an issue coming into this year.
And it's not.
No, they're with the acquisition of Austin Seibel and Tyson Wilcox being really hot. They have two of the best save percentages in the top five.
The tandem of Seibel and Wilcox are both in the top 7 in the league for goals against and top 4 for save percentage.
Yeah, as we get another shot off the draw.
Seibel's 4th with a 926 coming in.
Wow. So anyways,
that's what I wanted to get to you. Is that maybe their identity then? Because the Voodoos are actually tied for 3rd fewest goals against. So they're not scoring a ton of goals, but they're not giving up any either.
No, which is a good thing for sure. They're kind of like the Leafs. It's kind of weird, The Leafs are usually high-flying offense, and
so maybe that's just the identity they have to embrace in the second half of this year.
As Bradley with the puck in his own zone. I'll finish up again the thoughts here in a moment.
Yeah, for sure.
As Schunborn battling for it in his own zone. Now Bradley gets to it on the near side wall. Bradley still battling for position. There's a couple of Rapids players there as the puck comes loose. Mason got to it. Flip back in by Coleman. Now Glowacki with it. Glowacki plays it to the near side. Rushenchev plays it near side to Bradley. Bradley leaves it, and it's back to the point for DeCallaway. DeCallaway flips it in, and it's left now behind the net. Rushenchev with the puck, sends it down the ice. And that should go, yes, it will go for icing against the Rapids, so the Voodoos will get an offensive zone draw. The only thing, though, about that is there have been games where they've lost 2-1. They've lost, 3-2.
Right.
Where everything's been great. They're not allowing goals, and all that stuff, but whenever they need that extra goal, they can't seem to find it.
Yeah.
So, but you've kind of seen the lineup elongate a little bit with Nathan Pelche coming back, and now Dawson's on a bit of a heater.
And the addition of Viscu, maybe that helps too offensively.
Exactly. And Caden Cowell, who has 28 points through 20 games, will be back after Christmas as well. That might be one of the best trade deadline acquisitions you can make, is one of your best scorers coming back from injury.
Right. Yeah, so the offense should have take a leap forward. Nice little jump in the second half for sure.
Yeah, and like I said, you've seen the lineup get longer to play against with Pelche coming back, and now, again, Cowell being the only one injured, but, Dawson's been on a heater, Dubroy's been on a heater, Russo's been on a heater. Guys that you expected to take that next step, and it might not have always been there as Russo gets the puck to Dawson out front. Good chance there. As it's back to Rotundo now at the blue line. Far side to Smith. Smith takes a shot. That one's gloved down by Vicente, and we'll get a stoppage here. But those guys, when those guys get going, they're tough to stop.
Well, that's just it, and it's just about building off of that momentum as it carries on to the game. Like you mentioned, Caleb Dawson, who scored the very first goal of the season for the Voodoos in the first game, but only has 4 goals total this year. So things have slowed down for him. But there's Santa walking by right now.
Yeah, watch out. Brad, are you on the naughty or nice list?
I like to think I'm on the nice list, but I don't know that that's up to me. So
McKillop sends it out of his zone. I don't know where I'm standing on that list.
Yeah, I think I'd like to see what the criteria are for that list. Because that'll depend.
call. Lost it in the skates, tried to get it in, but Nolan had completely blown the line. Now it's back into Voodoos territory. Sharp angle shot, saved again by Seibel. If you at home think that we're on the nice list, though, checking out our podcast would be great, but also we do love butter tarts.
Yeah, I can eat a butter tart or two. Yeah. That might make me nicer, right? And
exactly.
Then I'm more liable to make the list.
And Brad is just a terrible person as is. Like, he's just the worst.
That's it.
So we need him nicer. Come on, guys. We're back underway here. As Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined by notable not nice guy Brad Brooks.
Puck. You know what? I'm gonna run with that identity.
There you go.
The mean guy on the Voodoos broadcast.
Gifford lost it to Boys. Now it's back as a give and go with Pelche. Boys out front was looking for Rive, and Rive couldn't get a shot away as he was stick checked right away. Now Misa playing defense, lost it, and now the Rapids have it in Voodoos territory. Out front, good chance, and that one just went wide as the Rapids had a chance in the slot there. Now Pelche with it. Pelche gets it to the blue line. It's kept in. No, they say offside. So the Voodoos might get a chance here now to corral the puck as Rive has it behind his own net. Rive lost it, though, and a good chance for the Rapids, but they don't get a shot away. Now they do, and that one misses the net. Now it's picked up by Powassan as Dubroy off to the races. Dubroy goes around the outside, tried to bank it off the goaltender, but the puck rolled away from him. Maybe the right idea. Just the puck didn't cooperate. Now Villeneuve sends it in. Played out front as it's flipped out of the zone and out of the meshing, and that should bring us to our mid-period break. So once again, you've listened to myself and notable not nice guy Brad Brooks ramble for a bit. And I was going to say maybe listen to notable mid guy Matt Sukram.
Mid guy, okay.
Yeah, I'm the good guy. Matt's the good guys. We're not going to get a mid-period break. I'll say I'm the mid guy. As they get it down the ice now, Schunborn walks in. Schunborn takes a shot. That one's kicked aside by Vicente. And it's played back around. And now we'll get a stoppage here with 9:33 left on the clock. And that will bring us to our mid-period break. So listen to notable nice guy Matt Sukram tell you all about our game day sponsor.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
As far as we go, we got Brad, who's notable not nice guy, myself, who's mid guy, Matt Sukram, who's nice guy.
Humbug.
We got notable birthday guy Mike Brown every single broadcast. Happy birthday, Mike. And Harrison Clements and Cassie Milne down at the in the corner there, hanging out with General Manager Chris Dawson.
Congrats to cameraman Mike, turning 893 years old today.
As we're still waiting for puck drop here with our mid-period break. So far, the Voodoos have 22 shots on goal. The Rapids have countered with 12. And it's 3-0 where it matters the most, with the Voodoos up in this one on some very nice goals by Dubroy, Rive, and Viscu. I'm Courtney Kenny. He's Brad Brooks. So if you're the notable not nice guy, especially because you cheer for the Eagles, and I'm not allowed to be his friend this week either, but what does that make Calvo on your NFLA podcast?
Oh, he's the worst. He's the absolute worst.
Well, I have to agree with you just this week.
If I'm the not nice guy, he's just the awful guy.
That's fair. Viscu leaves it to Smith.
Bad and Badder, that's the new name of the podcast.
There you go.
There we go.
Puck on the far side. Well, none of you guys cheer for the Chiefs, so you're not the worst.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
As the Rapids have the puck in deep. I can't be Calvo's buddy this week. I don't know how.
No, I'm curious to see how they do against the Detroit Lions after getting 44 put on them by the Rams last week.
Dawson left it for Russo, who left it in between his legs, and the Voodoos couldn't get a shot away, and Russo takes a hard hit. Now Bartz is with a shot, and that one's stopped by Seibel. And Russo's not happy as he's banging his stick on the ice as he goes back to the bench. But maybe that's a bit of a wake-up call for the Bills. I don't know. But
I think every once in a while your defense just has that game that's just a stinker. And then that's it. The Rams are desperate at this point to make the playoffs. So
that's the most Bills loss ever, where Josh Allen's literally setting records.
Superhero game and still loses. Yeah.
Oh, well. I can't complain much with the Bills season this year.
Nah,
so
10-3 is the best I've ever seen the Bills in recent memory anyway.
Yeah, exactly. When they weren't supposed to be good this year.
That's right.
So Gifford down the ice. Has the puck. Sends it back down. McKillop takes a bit of a hard hit. And Vicente gets to it. Back around behind the net. Call tried to get to the puck, but it's played back around by the Rapids. Now Mason has it. Mason with some speed. Flips it past Rotundo. Picks it back up in Voodoos territory. Now it's picked up again by the Voodoos in their own zone. McKillop has it. Puck played down the ice. It's just under Call's stick. And now the Rapids back on the attack. Dubuc plays the puck back from Mason in the Voodoos zone. Mason has it. Tries to dipsy doodle his way. Now the Voodoos have numbers the other way. Nolan down the ice, walks in. Nolan takes a shot. He scores! Jack Nolan, what a snipe as he gets his 8th goal of the season. And he looked off Dubroy, used him as a bit of a decoy there, and picked his corner and beat Vicente.
The one thing I'm noticing, and I'll say it again, is the turnovers. The Voodoos are doing a great job of creating turnovers at the end of their own zone, and Caden Dubroy made a great stick check to poke that puck up to Jack Nolan, and Jack all the way was thinking shot and cruised down the right wing and fired it home. 4-0 Voodoos.
Well, we talked about it earlier. Jack Nolan has now 8 goals on the season, 6 coming against the French River Rapids.
How about that?
With 5 of them in one game.
It's the Rapid killer.
We'll call him the Portager. Mason down the ice. In for Kratz. Now Rive has the puck in his own zone. Rive down the ice was looking for Pelche, but is picked off by Jansa. Now a chance here for the Rapids. Fanned on the shot, though, and the puck comes out. Flipped back down by Boys, chasing after it. It's going to be Glowacki who gets to it. Now the puck back for the Rapids. Glowacki down the ice. It's knocked away by Boys. And Bisdell plays it in deep. Now back for Rive to Boys. Boys. Near side for Kratz. Kratz up for Pelche. Pelche gets the red line and sends it in deep. Played around on the near side. Kratz couldn't hold the line, though, and the puck is down the ice. 13 minutes gone here in the second period. It's 4-0 Powassan. And has the puck down the ice now for Bradley. Bradley takes the shot. That one just floated high and over the net. Now it's back to the blue line to Callaway. Keeps it in. And it's knocked back in. Bradley had Glowacki all over him. Shunborn has it. Lost it. Now it's picked up by Bradley. Bradley with a chance. And that one's stopped by Vicente. Now back to the point again. Another stop by the goaltender. Shunborn with the puck. Flips it back around. It hits the referee. And stopped as Adam Harrell is looking at them saying, hey, come on, guys, stop, because they weren't even playing the puck. The puck hadn't even come to them. As that was Bradley and Glowacki, who's not been happy with each other this shift. Now Dubroy picked his corner and just put that one high and wide.
Wow, we know Heath Bradley doesn't shy away from the rough stuff.
No, he definitely doesn't. He's not afraid to even drop the gloves in a league with cages. Now Dubroy walking in again, looks to go to the middle of the ice for Shunborn. And that one's knocked aside. Now Villeneuve couldn't quite clear the puck down the ice. He finally does. And that'll go for icing against the Rapids. And we'll get a stoppage here. I do have to say, though, it's really been good this year with the Bills having the season that they're having. Because my buddy Mitch cheers for the Dolphins and the Bears. So he's just having a really bad time.
He's fighting it this year.
Yeah. And the sad part is Dolphins still have a chance.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not much, but...
No, yeah, it's pretty marginal. I think they're too far back at this point. Too many teams to crawl over, but never know.
Gee, what team do you cheer for, Brad?
Well-known Philadelphia Eagles fan.
Yeah, I was going to say it's the Eagles for anyone who doesn't know.
With the league MVP on their roster right now, Saquon Barkley.
Oh, we're going to have that argument, are we? No. He's been unbelievable, though, to be fair.
I would say if Barkley doesn't win it, it should be Josh Allen.
Yeah. I can agree with that. If Josh Allen doesn't win, it should be Barkley.
Right.
As the puck now back in, Rotundo plays around to the near side. Dawson sends it back down for Russo. Russo walks in, takes a shot. That one hits the end wall, though. And Smith gets to it on the near side, floats it back in, but it's picked off by the Rapids. Sent back down the ice. Villeneuve tried to get to it, but Viscu picks it up, plays it far side, and Rotundo picks it up. Now Rotundo up for Russo. Russo bobbled the puck, tried to get it to Dawson, but Dawson just overskated it. Now Dawson behind the net. Tried to play it out front. No one was there as it hit off the end of the net. Or the back of the net, I should say. Now Russo flipped it back in. Dawson was trying to get to the loose puck. And Rotundo winds up from the red line in the neutral zone and dumped it in. Vicente gloved it down. Now the puck back out. Russo back in for McKillop. McKillop up the ice for Call. Now it's back for Kratz. Kratz back out for Call. Now Kratz with some room to maneuver. Kratz walks in, leaves it for Call. Call goes cross ice. What a chance. What a save by Vicente.
What a pretty passing play that was. I don't know how Vicente saved that.
Tic-tac-toe by the Voodoos.
Dubroy should have had his second in the game there. That was some gorgeous passing.
As you'll see that one, I'm sure, on game day as well.
Kratz to Call to Dubroy, and Vicente somehow gets a pad on that, but these Voodoos are buzzing, buddy.
They really are.
Oh, my.
Something in the water here in Powassan tonight.
26-13 the shots at this point for Powassan.
Dubroy chasing after Haslam, but it's sent in. Now Seibel plays around behind his net. And it's Rive who picks it up. Rive up for Kratz. Or Call, rather. Call finds his man in stride. That's Dubroy. Dubroy looked to find Nolan. Nolan was knocked away from the puck, and the puck was in his skates. So it's sent back down for DeCallaway. DeCallaway tried to flip it in and hit Nolan, and he didn't know where it went as it flipped up. Now Rive hits Nolan again as Nolan's getting a whole lot of abuse here.
In the back of the knee, he didn't like that.
No.
Didn't feel good.
Now Dubroy walking in. Dubroy takes a shot, save again by Vicente. As that one's a pretty one there, but Nolan got hit in just about every piece of equipment not named his hockey stick on that shift. He got hit in the skates, got hit in the chest, hit in the back of the leg.
Well, and on the rush, it looked like Nolan might have been held up a little bit or had his stick held, so that very well could have been a penalty call that was missed by the ref. But either way, we're still up. The Voodoos are still up 4-0 here. 3:30 to go in the second.
27-13, the shots on goal in favor of Powassan. As Pelche picks up the puck, tried to get it out front, and that's good stick check there by the Rapids to knock that chance away. Now Mason back into Voodoos territory, throws it on net, stopped by Seibel. Puck played back in. It's in the corner. Powassan trying to get it out. Can't quite get to it, though, and they finally do. Now it's played down the ice. Dubuc picks it up to Gifford. Gifford with the puck. Turns around, didn't like what he saw, as Boys was right there. Gifford up for Mason. Mason flips it back in. It's off the end wall. Seibel missed the play, and there was a rapid barreling, or missed the puck, and there was a rapid player barreling down on him, but it's cleared away by Powassan.
And Dawson Coleman was able to get that one into the corner before the Rapids player could capitalize. Courtney, we saw the Rapids have one grade A chance in the first. They haven't even had one in the second. This Voodoos defense is doing a great job this game.
No, it kind of feels like it's been a non-event period for the Rapids so far. That could change. But the Voodoos, as you mentioned, even killing off a penalty, have done a great job really suffocating the Rapids.
Absolutely.
Schunborn in a foot race now. Glowacki gets to it. Now it's near side to Bradley. Bradley takes a bump from Glowacki as those two were entangled earlier. Now Rotundo all the way from the point takes a shot. That one's stopped by Vicente. Now some rough stuff after the whistle. And I'm sure we're going to see our second penalty of the game called at some point here.
A little bit of fun after the whistle here. I can't see who that is in a heap on the ice, but Jansa did not take too kindly to him poking at Vicente.
I was going to say I'm going to guess Heath Bradley. It's Heath Bradley.
Shot in the dark. Guess who's causing trouble on the doorstep? Heath Bradley.
Can't be Heath.
So Heath Bradley, Caleb Dawson, and Mason Rotundo, the three local boys, are the top three in penalty minutes on this team.
Must be something in the water.
The local boys, they're not afraid to mix it up a little bit. Heath especially, he's averaging over 2 penalty minutes per game, so he definitely does not shy away from the more physical aspects of this game.
Well, he's off the ice now with 2:03 left on the clock. No penalties coming out of that little brouhaha. Now
I think it was more of a hoedown.
Hoedown's a good word for it. Yeah, sure. As it's out front, tried to get a shot away with Dawson, but it's stopped, and the Rapids going the other way. Stiles walks in. Stiles takes a shot. That one's blocked there by Rotundo. Now to the near side. Dawson battling for it. Couple of whacks from a couple of players there. Now Dawson does get the puck out and throws the puck down the ice and looking for Russo. That one's going to be picked up by Haslam. Now Jansa gets to it. Rotundo and Jansa getting into it as you hear the Rapids bench react.
Oh, yeah. Here's the hatred between these two teams that we've come to know and love.
Yeah, it's starting
a lot of shoving back and
seep
forth now.
through here for sure. McKillop has the puck, can't get it out of his zone though. As the Rapids pick it up, now McKillop rubs his man out along the board, and Viscu gets to it. Viscu stops up, takes a shot. That one's blocked by Haslam. Now Viscu picks up the loose puck. Lost it though. Haslam picks it up. Haslam, as we're into the final minute, got it down the ice to Jansa. Jansa plays it around. Now Bisdell with it, throws it near side. Good chance, stopped by Seibel there, as that was a good shot by the Rapids.
It was a great shot, and like we said, Seibel has not been that busy tonight, but has been good and has answered the call when he's had to. 15 saves now tonight to so far through almost 2 complete periods keep the French River Rapids off the board.
Faced 15 shots so far compared to Vicente facing 28. 4-0 Powassan, 49.3 seconds left on the clock in this period. Villeneuve off the draw out front. What a chance, what a save by Seibel. Wow, what a chance there for the Rapids, and what a save by the netminder.
And that's pure instinct, pure reactionary save right there to get that pad on that and cover that up before the rebound could be grabbed out and shoved home. He'll happily take another offensive or defensive zone draw to his right. And he's saying to his team, don't let that happen again off the draw here. Try and win this one here, guys, or at least keep it out of my face.
Austin Seibel with a big save, as you mentioned. Like, not many, the Rapids not getting much chances, but now getting 2 good looks there in a matter of seconds.
Something to build off going into the third period for them, hopefully.
Villeneuve.
Make this game a little bit more competitive for them.
Sends the puck back in. Rive on the far side. 25 seconds on the clock. Misa plays it down the ice. It comes to the near side. Pelche gets to it. Pelche tried to dipsy doodle his way through a couple of players. Couldn't quite. And now Villeneuve with a chance. Villeneuve walks in. Villeneuve with a chance, and that scores as he's able to beat Seibel on that one, breaking the shutout bid as Villeneuve is going to get his 14th of the season as he beats Seibel through the 5-hole.
And he gets his team leading 14th. So Caden Dubroy and Hunter Villeneuve both leading their teams with 14 goals this year. Villeneuve streaking down the left wing there and just fires a shot 5-hole on Seibel. Not a whole lot he could do there.
I didn't have much of a reaction on that one because I thought Seibel made the save, and then you saw
it
Villeneuve.
was in and out of the back of the net so quick.
Yeah, I thought it was off his pads, and then Villeneuve kind of did the reaction. I was like, oh, okay.
Beat him clean.
Haslam sends the puck back down the ice, and that's going to go for icing. So now Powassan will have an offensive zone draw to try and counter that goal.
5 seconds left here, plenty of time to set up a play and get something here. Restore that 4-goal cushion going into the second intermission.
28-17, the shots on goal in favor of the Voodoos. Four to 1.
That was one
score. Okay. Off the draw, Dawson near side. Oh
my God! Wow! Now that's something where when you're Caleb Dawson and you're trying to get your offensive numbers up, you're trying to get something going offensively. Those are the ones you dream about at night. Perfect shot, perfect opportunity. No one between him and the net except Vicente, and he just made an unbelievably gorgeous glove save to rob Dawson.
And his reaction, Dawson's reaction on the ice, I was speechless. My jaw was on the ground. I'm glad you were able to talk.
He was stunned. He's like, what else do I have to do?
Wow.
That might be the save of the night.
So, a couple of weeks ago, we had a great game against the Sioux Eagles where Jason Norrell made an absolutely insane save. And I said to, at the time, Alex Bastravansky on the game day video, I said, that is save of the year. I don't even care. I think Vicente might have changed my mind on that one.
That was very nice. I'd probably put it up there. It's got to be top 3 for sure. That was unbelievable.
Wow. Anyways, Brad, before we go to break, your final thoughts on that second period?
I don't have a whole lot. I mean, great, another great offensive period. Voodoo's getting another couple goals, but man, that save though by Vicente, stealing the show to end the second period. What a glove save!
Yeah, I don't really have much to say other than that. So, yeah. With that being said, we'll have to see how the third period unfolds on the other side of this break.
Canadian Tire North Bay. Whether you're in need of a hockey gear upgrade or some cooking kitchenware to help get you fueled up for the big game. Maybe it's a set of new snow tires or a tune-up to help you get there safely. Stop by the newly renovated Canadian Tire North Bay. Open 7 days a week and located conveniently at 890 McEwen Avenue. They have everything you need for this season. The Goalie Resiliency Podcast, hosted by Chris Dawson and Dr. Rob Graham. With player interviews new and old, goalie insights, and everything you need to know about being a netminder, this is the podcast to check out. You can subscribe at youtube.com/goalie-resiliency or instagram.com/goalie_resiliency.
Why is Northern Honda servicing more cars of all makes and models? Let's count the ways. 1. Our state-of-the-art facility has award-winning technicians. 2. Northern Honda has the lowest tire price guarantee, no matter what you drive. 3. The lowest synthetic oil change guarantee, and every 5th oil change is free for all makes and models. Plus, new Honda buyers get brake pads for life. See the service difference at Northern Honda, 1250 Seymour beside Home Depot.
The Goalie Resiliency Podcast, hosted by Chris Dawson and Dr. Rob Graham. With player interviews new and old, goalie insights, and everything you need to know about being a netminder, this is the podcast to check out. You can subscribe at youtube.com/goalie resiliency or instagram.com/goalie_resiliency.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex for period number 3 between the Powassan Voodoos and the French River Rapids. It's currently 4-1 for the Voodoos. Could have been 5-1 if not for an unbelievable save by Vicente in the dying seconds, literally 0.2 seconds on the clock of that second period. I'm Courtney Kenny. He's Brad Brooks. Should be a good one.
That one's going to haunt Caleb Dawson, Courtney.
He's going to see that one in his nightmares for sure.
Well, we've got 20 minutes to go here at the Powassan Sportsplex, and it's been all Powassan Voodoos pretty much so far, eh?
All so far, but we'll take a quick look around the league. Blind River, after 40 minutes of play, are up 3-0. If you're a Timmins Rock fan, it has not been a good trip to the Sioux for you. Ooh. After leading 4-1 in the first period yesterday, they fell 5-4 in overtime to the Sioux Eagles. They're currently losing 7-2 to the Sioux Thunderbirds at the start of the third, and Hearst is up 3-1 on Iroquois Falls midway through the third period there. But here it's 4-1 between the Voodoos and the Rapids. What is going on with the Timmins Rock?
Rough week for them, that's for sure. Got some things to work on.
Speaking of things to work on, Daniel Viscu changing addresses here, coming from Pembroke to Powassan, scoring a goal already in his very first game with the Voodoos. Looking well at home here in Voodoo Green, but the Rapids on the road whites are going left-right this period. The Voodoos in their home greens are going right to left as Dubuc with the puck in a step, stops up. Made one play too many perhaps, and the puck is loose. Now Smith throwing the body, plays it to the near side, still battling for it. Comes from out front, and it took a weird bounce, and now Viscu in a foot race with Mason. Mason got to it though, and now the puck back down into Voodoos territory. McKillop takes his man to the ice though, and Grushnichev looking a little worse for wear as he skates back, clutching his face. Puck on the near side. Gifford battling with Viscu. Gifford got the puck away from him though, and now a good poke there by Dubroy, but it's quickly back into Voodoos territory. Now Kratz with the puck. Out front, Bisdell with a shot, and that one's saved by Seibel as we're just over a minute into this third frame. McKillop on the near side. Plays it around for Kratz. Kratz up the ice. Gets it for Nolan. Now Nolan tried to get around his man. Vicente plays it. It's back to the point. Kratz tried to corral it, but it rolled away from him. Now Glowacki sends it back for DeCallaway. DeCallaway with a shot, looking for the tip was call. And that one stopped instead by Vicente. Stiles down the ice. Tried to get the puck in deep, and now Call picks it up on a good break up there by Kratz. Call walks in. Tried to get a chance over to Nolan. Now he does. Now near side, Rapids. Got it for Koulis. Koulis flips it in. Goes around behind the net. Stiles on the near side, gets to it. Stiles takes a shot. That one goes well high and wide over the net. Now Haslam on the far side. Grushnichev's stick still out on the ice. Disrupting that play a little bit. Now Koulis for Haslam. Back to Koulis for Stiles. Puck knocked down the ice, and Rive's going to pick it up. Rive with the puck down the ice. Got it to Boys. It's dumped in. Vicente plays it. Back over for his man. Rapids with possession. Not many shots in this frame, but a lot of back and forth action for sure, as there's a chance that goes high and wide of the net. Now back into Rapids territory. Gifford's going to get it behind his net. Gifford slowly from his end. Goes cross ice.
You got to hate when a missed shot ends up going 200 feet back down into your own zone.
It's Dawson with a chance right there. Stopped by Vicente.
Dawson's got a few words for Vicente there too, because Vicente keeps stopping him with that glove hand.
Yeah, he's going to see that one from earlier, I'm sure, again at some point. And again, in his nightmares. Wide open net. Vicente all but down and out. Check it out on social media too. Harrison got a really good angle of all the action in the second period down in what would have been the Rapids zone that period, but especially the save by Vicente.
If anyone listening or watching at home did miss that save, check our socials. You're definitely going to see that save.
Now another chance out front. Seibel was tied up, but the puck had missed the net, as the Rapids had a good chance there. McLaughlin with the puck. Plays it back around to the near side. Dubroy sends it back in. Haslam leaves it for Dubroy, as it's a delayed offside. Dubroy down the ice, found Dawson, and he sends it in. Schunborn chasing after it. Vicente gets to it. Now Dawson keeps it in, and the puck is batted out of the Rapids zone and out of play as it hits the mesh. So we'll get a stoppage here.
Batted by a French River Rapid player, I do believe, so the faceoff should be inside the French River zone here. So chance for an offensive zone draw for, looks like Rousseau going in to take it here.
Say that 5 times fast. Batted by a French River Rapid player. Batted by a I can't even say it twice.
I don't know if I have the dexterity to do that.
I definitely can.
Yeah.
Rousseau with the puck. It's won by the Rapids, though, and sent down the ice, and that should go for icing again. So another offensive zone draw for Powassan, and the Rapids aren't going to get a chance to change.
Another chance here for Rousseau and Viscu out on the ice. You got to think he likes his new digs so far.
Yeah, he's 1 for 1.
1 for 1.
As you mentioned off the hop, he only put up 1 point in the CCHL, so he's already tied that.
That's right.
And he's definitely looking more at home here in Powassan for sure. As Mason has the puck, his pass knocked away from him. Now, chance out front. The Rapids do get to it in a dangerous area, but the Voodoos doing everything they can to disrupt that.
Great job defensively. Break that up.
And now Viscu, far side for McKillop. McKillop gains the red line, dumps it in. Viscu on the near side to it. He gets it in for Dawson. Dawson leaves it for Viscu. Viscu didn't know where it was.
He looked over his right shoulder and it went past his left side. So
now Dawson behind the net. He thought about it. You could see it.
Yeah.
He was thinking about going for the Michigan there.
About that Michigan.
Oh my goodness, that would have been a goal. That would have been a highlight.
He's on a mission this period for sure after getting robbed at the end of the second.
Now
I'm calling it right now. We're going to have a Caleb Dawson goal in the third period here.
All right, you call it again. Go for a lottery ticket.
Okay.
As we'll get another offensive zone draw for Powassan off another icing call against French River.
We might have to hope the Voodoos actually take a penalty because Caleb Dawson has 4 goals this year. Half of them are on the penalty kill. He's got 2 shorties.
Well, they haven't had a power play yet.
That's right.
Won by the Rapids off
Take
the
a
draw.
penalty instead.
Kratz has it, dumps it right back in. Vicente out to play it. Sends it back down the ice. Kratz picks it up again in the neutral zone, dumps it right back in. And Vicente makes another stop as it kind of got stuck there for a second.
He didn't look comfortable making that stop from 100 and something feet out.
Now the puck back down the ice. Styles tried to get around his man. Now back up for Kratz. Nolan tried to feather it through to Call, but it's picked off. Styles on the near side takes a shot. That one's blocked by Rive. Styles takes another sharp angle chance. Kratz got to it, and then Call had it come to him but didn't know where it was and had to be quick about it as he had a Rapid player barreling in on him. Call gets to the loose puck, dumps it back in. The Voodoos go for a change. Now the Rapids in their own zone. Boys nearly came away with one there.
That almost looked calculated by the Rapids player there.
Puck came out of play, hit the meshing.
Bizdel almost lost the puck in his own zone trying to exit, but made the best of it and made a nice little spin move to get past this checker and get out to center ice. So we'll have a neutral zone draw here, Courtney.
Highlights all over as Russo out in Pelche's usual spot. That's interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on to see if Pelche checks in here at all in this period. Misa dumps it back in. Haslam has the puck, sends it back down. And it's flipped back in. Seibel has to play it as there's no icing on the call or on the play. Coleman gets to it, sends it around for DeCallaway. DeCallaway sent it up around on the near side. Russo missed that, and that'll go for icing against Powassan.
Decidedly different third period we're seeing here so far, Courtney, compared to the first two with the action back and forth, mostly in favor of Powassan, but we have yet to really see anything get established here. A lot of icings, a lot of just kind of broken plays, and you have to wonder if the Voodoos are just going to be content to kind of play that game and kill the clock.
Just under 6 minutes gone here in this frame. And for your lottery chances, you might not want that.
No. I would like to see a Caleb Dawson goal here. I'm rushing right out to the store after this to play my Lotto Max.
As now the Rapids bench talking to the officials. I don't know what the conversation will be about, but they're getting their money's worth, whatever it is.
Yeah, both refs over there having some sort of conversation as we await the draw here to the right of Seibel.
Adam Morell, the one referee, right in there. Talking to Paul Forshaglio, the head coach and general manager and owner and everything else under the sun of the French River Rapids. As he now comes over to talk to Peter Goulet. Best beard in the league, Peter Goulet.
Oh, it's epic. It's unbelievable.
Can't not say enough good things about that beard.
You ever asked him if he uses product in that thing?
I should have asked him. I was having a good old chat with him at the battalion game on Thursday.
How do you keep that thing looking so luxurious, sir?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he's got whatever he needs as he walks back up on the bench.
The refs have got this situation figured out.
Hey, Adam gives him the thumbs up and skates away. And Paul says thank you. Whatever he says thank you for, I'm sure you're welcome. As we're back underway now. Haslam gets the puck, flips it right back in. Now near side to Callaway through the neutral zone. Callaway taking it hard into the boards on the far side. As now the puck comes loose, a good play here. Gets it back to Boys. Russo has the puck. Leaves it for Boys. Boys skates around behind the net. Now it's out for Coleman. Coleman takes a shot. That one's blocked in front though. Never got to Vicente. Now going the other way. Flip back into Voodoos territory. Seibel out to play it. Plays it around to the near side. Russo gets around his man. Now Russo on a break. Russo tried to chop it to the middle of the ice, but couldn't quite find his man. Now Coleman sends it right back in. That one's blocked as well. Gifford flips it in. The Rapids get to it. And down the ice they go. Villanez, the one goal scorer here, lost the puck. Smith gets to it, sends it down the ice. And the Rapids pick it up in their own zone. Roberts gains the zone, takes a shot, misses the net. Pelche out there, good to see him. As we were wondering where he was moments ago. Now back to the near side, the Rapids. Play it around behind the net. Rotundo leaves it for Dubroy. Pelche tried to whack at it, now it's down the ice. Call just out of his reach. Haslam up the ice, off a stick of Roberts and out of play. So we'll get a stoppage here.
Seen that happen a couple times, unfortunately, the call tonight, where looks like a situation where he could be sprung and then the puck just misses his stick or out of his reach or hops over him. So he's a little bit snake bit here tonight. He's had some chances, but still looking for that first goal tonight, rather.
Hey, has anyone told Mike Gelinas, the sales and marketing guy for the Voodoos, that Santa was here earlier? He missed out.
I'm sure he's mailed his letter already.
As he comes down back to his seat, Rotundo with the puck. Santa goes to a lot of hockey games. He must be a big fan. I guess when you live in the North Pole, right, you're all about winter sports.
Well, that's just it. I mean, you're surrounded by ice and snow constantly. You got to make the best of it.
Delayed penalty.
Some sports in it.
There will be delayed penalty here against Powassan. As the Voodoos touch it, that'll bring the penalty. I mean, if the movie Elf is to be believed, they do play hockey in that.
Absolutely,
so.
yeah.
What's your go-to Christmas movie, Brad?
Elf or The Grinch?
Really? Like the Jim Carrey Grinch?
The Jim Carrey Grinch,
okay.
Yeah. Either that or Die Hard.
I am definitely Team Die Hard is a Christmas movie, but I've been told by many other people it is not.
I know, you kind of have the people on either side of that debate, but it takes place at Christmas time. I'm going to say yes.
A couple of years ago, as Smith is in the box, a couple of years ago during the pandemic, the movie theater didn't have movies, so they played Die Hard, so I went and saw Die Hard at the movie theater. And that was a great experience.
Yeah. Considering that movie's, 35 years old?
Yeah, it's up there. Yeah. It's up there. So Smith for tripping, a minute 56 on the power play. I have a couple of go-to Christmas movies, but I have one that I have to watch with the family every year. I'll let you know here in a moment. Villanez with the puck. Back to Mason. Far side now. To Mason again. Shot blocked by the Voodoos, as that was Kratz who blocked it. Now Dawson. French River, the only team with the power play so far in this game, and they're 0 for 1.
Yeah, just the second power play of the game for either team, and they've both been to French River.
Now Bisdell with the puck. Bisdell to Villanez. Villanez back to Bisdell. Takes a shot. That one's gloved down by Seibel.
Through traffic, Seibel calmly gloves that down. That's a great save, considering there were about 7 bodies in front of him.
A minute 21.
All right, can I guess the Christmas movie?
Absolutely.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. No. Okay.
I've actually never watched that movie.
Really?
Yeah, that's the one thing. Everyone's like, you got to watch that movie. I do have to watch that movie.
She's a Butte clerk.
100% I need to watch it. I'll give you one more guess when we come back on the next drop.
Okay.
You have some time to think about it.
Okay.
Jansa. Back to the blue line to Haslam. Back for Haslam again. Haslam takes a shot. That one's blocked in front of the net. Seibel down. And the puck comes loose. The Voodoos send it down the ice. A minute left on the power play. The sent to Jansa. Jansa with the puck. Has it. Goes down the ice. Stiles has it. Stiles walking in. Stops up. Got it back to Haslam. Now it's back for Stiles. Stiles. Lost it though to DeCallaway. Now DeCallaway gave it away back to Haslam. Haslam takes a shot. That one missed the net. Jansa got it back to the blue line. Can't hold it though. Haslam to Roberts. Roberts dumps it in. Now Coleman flips it around. Good stick there by Russo as Charlie Giesler falls to the ice, the referee on the far side, and gets a little bit of a Bronx cheer. The puck down the ice again. Now Descent going to be the first to it.
On those backwards crossovers.
Charlie Giesler, former Powassan Voodoo, actually.
Is he actually?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
At least he told me that. Whether or not I believe him, I don't know. Especially after that performance.
Right.
Jansa takes a shot. That one's stopped by the goaltender. Now the puck near side. Sharp angle shot. Didn't hit the goalie, though. It hit a body, and it stopped there. Now back to Mason. Mason takes a shot. That one just missed the net.
Back to full strength here.
Back to 5-on-5 indeed as DeCallaway sends it up for Boyes. Boyes comes away with it. Flips across ice. Roberts has the puck behind his net. Comes out with it. Roberts going for a skate. Tucker Roberts. According to our sheet, he's played 112 games this year. Just fun little fact.
It's 112? That's not bad.
No, but that should bring us to a mid-period break. It does. And when we come back on the other side, the most anticipated answer of all time, my favorite Christmas movie.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
As we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex, Brad, what is your final guess?
So I've thought about it. Here's what I'm going with. It's got to be the classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in the claymation.
It's not. I do like that movie, though.
Yeah, who doesn't?
I like Santa's Coming to Town, too, with the Kris Kringle or whatever. And
okay, yeah.
That one's a good one. No, the one that I have to watch with the family every single Christmas is A Christmas Story.
Okay.
You're going to
It's a
shoot your
classic
eye
too,
out,
though,
Ralph.
yeah.
And it was shot in St. Catharines of all
That's right.
places. So.
That's right.
But I use it all the time at work because I work in shipping and receiving.
Yeah.
But the line that gets me all the time is when the dad wins his grand prize, like the leg lamp.
Yep.
And he looks and he's like, look, it says Fragile. Must be Italian. And that gets me every time. So whenever we put a Fragile sticker on it, I'm like, Fragile. Must be Italian. So that's mine.
That's a classic.
Love that movie.
Yeah.
I think they made a sequel like a couple of years ago. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, sequels never, especially a classic like that, sequels never live up
No.
to that.
As off the draw, the Voodoos is Call down the ice. Call walks in, takes a shot, he scores! Owen Call, we called it earlier. His 5th of the season. He's been buzzing, and he gets one here on the breakaway.
He's had about 6 or 7 chances tonight, Courtney, and he just pulled the monkey off his back. As he skates to the bench, he makes a gesture to pull the monkey off the back, and he's right. He's been snake bit this game so far. So many chances just bouncing on him, but he gets sprung on the breakaway here and goes 5-hole and makes no mistake to make this a 5-1 Voodoos advantage.
That's just Owen Call saying he likes the Christmas story, too.
That's right. Could be that.
What a goal by Owen Call here.
Vicente just couldn't squeeze the legs, and Call makes it 5-1.
9:18 left in this third period. The Voodoos are up 5-1, as you just mentioned. 33-20, the shots in favor of Powassan, too. Now Rotundo going for a skate. Rotundo stops up. Tried to send the puck in deep, but he lost it. Now the Rapids come back with numbers. Bisdell, center of the ice. Styles with a chance, kicked aside by Seibel. Now Viscu down the ice. Viscu dumps it in for Dawson. Dawson lost the puck as he was knocked off of it. Goes back to Smith at the blue line. Smith takes a shot. That one's blocked. Jackson Smith got his first of the season last game from the blue line. As the stay-at-home defender made it look easy. The puck down the ice for Viscu. Viscu punches it ahead. He's just running out of real estate, though, as he takes a hard hit into the boards, and he's down. Uh-oh. Daniel Viscu slid into the boards with no brakes as he was knocked down, and he's slow to get up.
So he made a nifty play to keep that puck not only onside, but keep possession of it, chip it past the defender, but it was just out of his reach, and as he's going to make a play on it to turn around, fire it back to his teammate, he gets pushed into the end boards by the Rapids defender, and that did not look good.
Trainer Trevor Wing out there to help him out. Hopefully he's okay to go. He's been very impressive here in his Voodoos debut.
His speed and his creativity, the plays he makes to keep pucks on side and gain entry. I've really liked what I've seen out of him so far, and you definitely don't want to see him miss any time, especially since this is just his first game as a Voodoo.
He looks like he's pointing to his left shoulder, which is the shoulder that slammed into the boards.
Indeed.
Hopefully he's able to stay in this game, as the Voodoos have had some not great luck when it comes to the injury bug this year, with Caden Cowell going out, Nathan Pelche going out, two of their top scorers.
They're losing their best players to injury, and that's, not a recipe for success.
Viscu sitting in the sitting position now. As Shunborn's over there they're trying to lift him up. They do. That might not be a good sign that they had to lift him up. His left shoulder is just slouched.
He's favoring his entire left side there, yeah. He probably won't return to this game.
We'll have to keep an eye on him. As he's not going to the bench under his own power.
No. Straight to the dressing room. And you hate to see that. He's having a great debut as a Voodoo.
Yeah, off
and
he
not
goes.
not even really a terrible hit by the Rapids defender. It was just more of a push to get him off the puck, and it just he was in an awkward position to begin with.
Yeah.
And just lost his balance, and the way he slid in was.
Oh yeah, no malice at all.
Definitely not.
We'll have to keep an eye on him, but chances are, I would say, unlikely that he returns here today.
No. 8:24 left, and the Voodoos will have to continue and finish this game sans Viscu.
Shunborn in for the draws. We try to get things going again with 8:24 on the clock. It's won by Shunborn, but the Rapids get first real possession of it. And now on the far side, the Voodoos come away with it. Pelche puts it around behind the net. Shunborn chasing after it. Now Pelche chasing after it behind the net. Haslam with the puck. Haslam stops up. Goes cross ice. Roberts with it. Sends it in deep. Now to Callaway, gets to it. Back for Villanez, throws it on net. Sent back down. And it's into Rapids territory. Haslam with it. Haslam down the ice. Gains the blue line. Takes a shot. Seibel makes the save, as that was a sharp angle chance, where the goaltender stood tall.
And that's what the Voodoos have been doing all game. They're forcing the Rapids to take those shots from the outside, not a very threatening area, the outside of the hash marks, along the sideboards, from the point. Nothing really grade A chance in the slot, and credit the Voodoos defenders for kind of keeping everything to the outside for the goaltender Seibel tonight.
In for the draw now to the near side of Seibel's net. Back to Haslam at the point, takes a shot. Seibel makes the blocker and shoulder save, bats it away.
A nifty little bat away, too.
Gifford with another shot. That one's stopped by Seibel as well, as the Rapids get two quick ones here off the draw. Still battling behind the net. Misa back there. A couple of Rapids players still with it. Comes away. Picked off nearly by Nolan. Now Nolan does pick it up in his own zone. Nolan got to the blue line but not out. Now Misa kicks it out. Roberts flips it right back in. Smith near side. Coleman lost it in his feet, didn't know where it was. Now a Rapid player throws the hip and ends up taking the worst part of it. Fell to the ice. Still battling on the near side. Coleman flips it up and out. Nolan gets it. Sends it down the ice. Gifford chipped that one up, and it hit the roof here at the Sportsplex, so it's out of play.
Hit Nolan and straight up into the roof here. So, yeah, 6:30 to play. Still waiting on that Caleb Dawson goal, though, Courtney. He's back on the ice now.
Yeah, we called the Owen Call one.
We called the call goal?
Yes.
We called the call. I like that.
Now we'll have to see if you were right on the Dawson one, as Boys is getting the promotion here to the top line.
Okay.
Russo in for the draw. It's one quickly to the near side. Boys battling for it. Russo got to it, though, but now it's picked up by the Rapids and down the ice. DeBook with it, battling with Russo. Boys got to it. Boys was looking cross ice for Dawson. It never got to him. As now going back in is Glowacki. It's thrown in on Seibel, and he just calmly kicks it into the corner. Russo bounces off a hit. Gets it to Rotundo. Rotundo goes behind the net to McKillop. McKillop for Boys. Knocked away, though, and Rotundo picks it up. Rotundo up the ice. Down. Now Rushnichev gets to it. Back in for Russo. Russo has the puck. Tried to flip it out of the zone. It's picked up by the Rapids. And a save there by Seibel as he got a piece of that one, as the Rapids had it in the slot.
The odd bad bounce or giveaway by the Voodoos. Seibel's right there to keep the game and keep the advantage at 4 goals for the Voodoos.
Rushnichev with the puck down the ice. Sharp angle chance. Turned aside by Seibel as that shot clock is starting to creep up now. 33-27 in favor of the Voodoos, as that'll go for icing against Powassan. So an offensive zone draw now for the Rapids.
Yeah, the Voodoos were dominating the shot clock and the goal differential all game, and now the French River Rapids have really turned it on here in the third a little bit, kind of trying to chip their way back into this game. No goals to show for it yet here in the third, but the shot totals, like you said, creeping up, and got a bit of a game. It looks like a pretty evenly back and forth game this period.
Trevor Wing, the trainer, back to the Voodoos bench. Sans Viscu has another shot, turned aside by Seibel. Gratz has the puck near side. Flips it up for Schunborn. Now Schunborn got it to Dubroy. It's in his feet. Picks it up. Dubroy hauled down. That'll be the first penalty against the Rapids here, as Dubroy got tripped up on that play on a defensive effort there by the Rapids. With 4:58 left in the game, they'll send Powassan to the first power play.
55-plus minutes into this game, we'll see the first Voodoos power play, and we'll see Marcus Kratz out there as a defender. Marcus Kratz has 4 goals for the Voodoos this year. All 4 of them, Courtney, have been on the power play.
I believe that.
So, needless to say, he's, I guess you could call him the catalyst out there.
He's certainly up there. He's quite the offensive defenseman, as Off the draw, Nolan gets it over to Kratz. Kratz looked to take a shot, and that one was stopped by the goaltender. Now Kratz gets one! Kratz on the wraparound with his 5th of the goal. Zabumafu on the power play.
Kratz Creatures getting his 5th goal of the year. All 5 on the power play. It's almost like we have to speak things into existence for them to happen around here. That's a gorgeous wraparound goal, and Kratz makes it 6-1 Voodoos. The Voodoos actually come in power play under 20% on the year, so they're looking to get that mark up, and that'll help.
Yeah, usually if you're going to be in a successful team, your power play's got to be clicking just like your penalty kill.
Yeah, they're in the bottom half of the league, but that's a nice power play. Quick work right there on that.
Maybe 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Maybe. As the Voodoos back on the attack again. Call. Walks in. Goes around behind the net as he didn't have a lane. Now it's flipped back. Nolan was right there.
Voodoos goal, scorer number 26.
Picked up.
Marcus Kratz.
Sent down the ice by the Rapids. Now it's picked up by Nolan. Nolan walks in. Tried to make a move. It's into the corner instead. Puck near side. And Call walks out with it. Takes a shot. That one handcuffed Vicente a little bit, but he still made the save.
Owen Call doesn't have a goal this game, Courtney.
No, he did score one. He got the
Oh, yes, that's right. Sorry, he did. Well, that just erases my whole point right there. I totally forgot he scored the first goal of the game for the Voodoos, but I mean, he's been around it all night. He could have 4 or 5. That was a great steal in the offensive zone and to get a quality shot on net there. Basically a nothing play, he turned it into something.
Yeah, Call's been great all game. Viscu was great when he was out there. The Callaway didn't see a play, so he throws it cross ice. Pelche to Schunborn. Schunborn tried to feather it out front, but it's picked off by the Rapids, and then they flip it out of play as it hit the meshing.
Not Brad Brooks forgetting Call scored on a breakaway. Come on.
That's why you're the noted not nice guy.
That's right. Just looking to take goals away from people here.
Yeah. Oh, and Call? Nah, it didn't happen. Didn't throw the monkey off his back whatsoever.
That's it.
The Callaway off the draw with a shot. That one handcuffed Vicente too. Where is it? It's behind him, but it's beside the net. There's a good chance there by the Voodoos. Off to Callaway from the blue line looking for his first as he throws another one towards the net. And Vicente makes the save on that.
A little less eventful on that save there to get the draw to his right. So 3:50 to go here, and yeah, these Voodoos, it's been all Powassan this game, and just like last week when they won 5-1, they're just they seem to have the French River Rapids number.
6-1 here with 3:50 left on the clock. Rousseau out for the draw. It's won by the Rapids. Dubuc now down the ice with some speed. Stops up, leaves it for Mason. Mason throws it to the center of the ice. It's picked up by Boys, and Callaway got to it and sends it down the ice. Sent back into Voodoos territory now. Near side, Dawson gets to it. Sends it down for Gifford. Gifford. Near side to Haslam. Haslam gains the red line. Couldn't get it past Rotundo though, but Rotundo lost the handle of it. Now it's off his stick and tipped into the meshing. And out of play.
Almost down through the bottom of the meshing. Would have been a souvenir for a lucky fan there, but instead we'll have a neutral zone draw.
Would have been a good little souvenir for Santa to take back to the North Pole. Misa has the puck. Off the draw, wins it. Coleman just sends it in deep. Far side. Loecki with it. Tried to play it down the ice. He does. Voodoo's just all over Mason. Now back to the middle of the ice. Couldn't get the tip on net. Back to Koulis. Battling for it still, Misa. Or for Nolan. Back for Rive. Now down the ice for Call. Coleman. Coleman tried to tip it on net, but it's into the corner. Grushachev sends it around the far side. Mason has the puck. 2:30 left in this third period. He nearly lost the puck, though, as Call was coming in and almost stole it away. Now a backhanded shot is turned aside by Seibel. Another chance. Didn't make it, though. And a third whack at it hits another body and goes over the net. Now Nolan, delayed penalty coming again to the Rapids. And the Voodoos were quick to work on the last one as Mason was chasing down Call. And the linesman got in there.
Let's see if the Voodoos can get another PPG here, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention, now that we're down to a couple minutes left in this game, I better do it now. Known as Brad Brooks here, but known as Brooksy on my podcast, the NFLA. Latest episode is out now. Week 15 on tap. We're into the last month of the NFL season,
That's
Courtney.
wild.
So yeah, if you're tuning into the NFL slate of games this Sunday, every team is in action. And the bye weeks are done. We've got the race to the finish line here in the regular season, and the NFLA has you covered for all your coverage.
It's going to be a little bit longer here on the power play as the Rapids get the puck down the ice. Jansa lost it, and Pelche picks it up. Pelche up for Boys. Boys back for Misa, and Pelche now is near side or far side for Russo. Back to the blue line. Russo picks it up. Russo back to Misa, takes the shot. Vicente with the save. And do indeed check out the podcast. Is always good NFL content coming from Calvo and Brooksy. Although, again, don't like Calvo too much this week.
Calvo's Detroit Lions are facing off against Courtney's Buffalo Bills this weekend. It's going to be a huge battle of heavyweights right there.
Yeah. It should be a good one. It's probably it could be a Super Bowl preview for all we know.
It could be.
Russo, far side, near chance. Or far side chance for the Voodoos is turned aside though. Now it's flipped back in. Russo still trying to get to it. Sent down the ice. And Pelche picks it up in his own zone. 1:20 left on the clock here. And it's Misa with it. Misa for Rotundo. Flips it over for Pelche. Pelche walks in. Leaves it for Russo. Russo chips it forward to Boys. Now far side for Pelche. Pelche goes back to the line for Rotundo. Rotundo for Misa. As he sent it back for Rotundo. And it crosses over the blue line. Minute left in this game. Rotundo back into his own zone with the puck. As he stops up, leaves it for Dawson.
Jansa with the forecheck there on the penalty kill.
Dawson far side for Nolan. Nolan goes for a skate. Walks into Smith. Smith takes a shot. And he scores! Jackson Smith goals in back-to-back games for the captain. And that's his second of the season. Even he didn't know it went in.
I was going to say, it looked like a snipe that just kind of got away. I think it might have rolled off the set, and it fooled the goalie the way it came off the stick and somehow got through him.
That's another power play goal for the Voodoos, too.
Vicente wants that one back for sure. That was Jackson definitely didn't get all of that shot, but in the last minute of this third period here, the Voodoos go up 7-1 after a little bit of a chance at the other end for Jansa. And he's hurt, and I think he took a little bit of a punch to the face there coming off the ice.
Sent back down as the fans head for the exit now. As at 7-1, chances of French River coming back are slim to none.
Slim to none.
Coleman with the puck, flips it down. As it's back for Vicente to pick up. Now the Rapids with 15 seconds on the clock tried to get it out of their zone. Sent back in by the Rapids into their own zone. Puck flipped down the ice. Seibel, one last little save on that. That'll get him to 30 on the game. 30 shots on net. 29 saves. 39 shots for Powassan and a 7-1 victory. As the Voodoos have now, don't look now, they've won 4 in a row.
They're streaking, and that's the exact home effort you want right there. Everything working, everything going in the Voodoos' favor. Lots of goals, great defensive effort, and goaltending. Arguably, Seibel was the best player on the ice all game for both teams. So, 29 saves.
Paul Frastraglio getting some frustrations out a little bit on the referees right there. He doesn't look overly happy with them. As the Voodoos salute the crowd. And now the attention might turn to Viscu, and hopefully he's okay. And we'll see him back sooner rather than later. Maybe with the Christmas break coming up, we won't see him until the new year, as he might get a little bit of extra time perhaps.
Make sure he's right. You want to make sure he's right before he comes back. Same with Caden Cowell. When those high-end scorers come back, you want to make sure they're right so they can contribute right out of the gate.
All right, Brad, before we go, your final thoughts on this one here, an entertaining game at the Sportsplex.
Very entertaining game. Definitely tilted in the Voodoos' favor, but we'll take it. We're kind of homers here, so yeah, just a great game. And French River, not the effort you want to see. They've got some things to work on here and turn around in the second half of the season if they want to try and creep into a playoff spot. They're 3 points back of that playoff spot. The Voodoos, does that move them? No, they'll still be in 6th, but great effort. And like you said, they're streaking 4 wins in a row. Let's keep it going.
Sam Rive, the third star of the game. It looks like Marcus Kratz is over there as well as Jackson Nolan. I'm kind of shocked Austin Seibel not getting a nod. So Marcus Kratz will get the second star of the game, and Jack Nolan will get the first. Well, that'll do it here for the front line at the Powassan Sportsplex. I'm Courtney Kenny. He's Brad Brooks. Also, cameraman Mike Brown, intern Cassie Millen, and Harrison from the Garrison getting stuff at ice level. Looking great on social media. That'll do it, as I mentioned, and we'll be back with more Voodoos hockey one more time before the holiday break. But that'll do it for this one here at the Sportsplex.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items, or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
The Goalie Resiliency Podcast, hosted by Chris Dawson and Dr. Rob Graham. With player interviews new and old, goalie insights, and everything you need to know about being a netminder, this is the podcast to check out. You can subscribe at youtube.com/goalie resiliency or instagram.com/goalie_resiliency.